Welcome back to the Tokyo Fresh Podcast. My name is David. I'm here with Jordan.
What up?
And we are here once again with our friend Jay.
What up, Jay?
How's it going,
What
dudes?
up, Jay?
Hi.
How you
It's
been?
been a minute.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Things have changed as far as like a recording setup. Like I need to I've got chairs now.
Yeah.
That's an improvement.
Yeah.
I've been sitting on a
You're
box.
sitting on this box over there.
My ass is
See,
very catered to right now.
I've been sitting on like a box that contains David's Gundam things for like
Yeah.
the last X amount of months, and it's been
Actually,
fun.
how long? It's been like almost. Oh, it's been at least 10 episodes.
At least 10
or
episodes.
15 episodes.
Yeah, I've been on that box. Listen, I've updated now. I'm no longer on the box. I'm now on a chair. We're going up in the world.
Yep.
Next,
I'm looking to buy a table.
Oh,
and then we're
David.
gonna move it. Actually, we're gonna move this into that corner, and then we're gonna have like a table and chairs here, and then
we should get like backlights as well.
I thought about buying a green screen.
Did you really?
Green screens are super cheap on Amazon. You can buy a green screen for like 300 yen.
Yeah.
Can't you buy like a green shower curtain and use it as a green screen as well?
Yeah, but I mean, if the green screen's only 300 yen, the shower curtain's gonna cost more. That
Put
shit's
some
plastic.
weird psychedelic fucking motif on the
We should
background.
put the
the logo and shit.
you know the Doctor Who
the
time travel,
the
yeah,
TARDIS.
the time travel tunnel thing when he's
Yeah.
we'll put that there.
It's what it looks like when you go hyperspace in Star Wars, where everything just rushes at you.
Well, it's what it looks like when you going to Japan is kind of like going back in time, basically.
Yeah,
like,
kind of.
for a lot of it. So it would.
Just pardon me, that's the old rice cart outside. Shut the fuck up.
I'm terribly sorry. My fax. What's that screeching? My fax machine's going crazy. Give me a moment. What's that?
I forgot 100 years ago there used to be like a pachinko parlor next door. Like,
Jesus.
old
Not
school
on
pachinko.
this mountain.
Not on this fucking mountain. No.
By the way, weather report, guys. It is fucking
Yo.
torrential.
It's
We're
raining
piss wet
hard.
through today, and
It's really British to talk about the rain, but it's kind of, yeah.
Well, it was supposed to rain like this last night, and then just never did.
Yeah, I saw that was going to rain last night, and I was like, okay, cool. I'll get some sleep, no worries. So I remember waking up in the morning, my room's pretty dark still, I can hear the rain. So I'm like, oh, it must still be nighttime, because it was raining at night. I checked my time, it's like 11 a.m. I'm like, hold on a minute. I was told that when I woke up in the morning, it would be sunny, an easy day, I could go out about my business. No, me and Jay got caught in that storm. Holy fucking
big
shit.
time. Yeah.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
And now your train's been cancelled?
Yeah, my train stopped. Like, the Chuo line is notorious for, like, stopping at anything. So, man, I
The
did...
Chuo line is run by, like, British train drivers. Do you know, like, the old days in London where it's like,
Yeah.
spit in, I'm not coming to fucking work. Everyone's
Yo!
just on the train, just like, pardon me, we have a delay of 2 hours. Our driver hasn't turned up this morning.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
That's the Chuo.
I was on the Southern East... Do you remember the Southern Eastern? How trash... Have you ever rode that train?
Southern Eastern, where is
The one that goes all the way down to Kent. Holy...
I only went to Kingston once, but that was a
David, let me tell you about... let me tell David about this fucking train. David, this train is notoriously bad. Like, you know, you joke about, like, oh, you know, sorry, the train's late because the driver didn't come into work today. We had that announcement.
Yeah.
Like, the dude came out and he was like, oh, the 7:32 train to London ain't coming in today. And we're like, the fuck, why? And he's like, oh, driver didn't come in. Can't get a replacement. I'm like, bro, you can't just cancel a whole train.
The driver's in bed. It literally.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
So-
honestly, that's how bad it is.
We called him up. He said some things in Cockney. He threw his tea at me. Said he ain't coming into work. Saying about jelly deals and apples and pears. He ain't coming into work.
Yeah.
Couldn't do anything about
I mean,
it.
like, I can't imagine that it's super easy to find someone who's a replacement train driver, right?
No.
It's not like, oh yeah, just call the substitute train
It's called
driver.
a substitute fucking train driver.
Apples and pears.
So I played
fucking-
Denja Dago once.
You know the other thing's like, is there a doctor on the flight? Is there a same thing as the train? It's like,
Yeah.
is there any train drivers here?
Is there
It's
an
like,
actual driver?
Sir, I once watched 2 seasons of Thomas and Friends. I think I can handle this. Jumps abroad. He's like, where's the face? How do I tell the train to go forward? Is the fat controller in? Fat controller, reporting in. This is Thomas 101. It's like, sir, can you get out the cockpit? Like, this isn't even a train. This is a boat.
My name's not the fat controller. It's Greg.
I'm
All
Greg.
right? It's Greg.
I'm not
fucking
even.
Greg. Mate.
I'm not even that chubby. Stop calling me the fat controller.
that is the same situation of like, oh, is there a doctor on the plane?
Yeah.
And then you just go, he's dead. It's like, I thought you said you're a doctor. It's like, yeah, I got like an English degree. My doctorate's in English.
My first aid certificate ran out last week. Fuck.
Is there a doctor on this flight? I'm a doctor. This man needs help. I've got you. I've done 10 years of schooling for this. I can handle this.
You ever read
Why-
Shakespeare?
Why is death even a thing? What are you a doctor in? Philosophy.
He's just like holding his head like.
Just holding this. Don't worry, sir. I'm prepared for this. I guess his flicks that briefcase over and pulls out a skull.
To die or not to die?
That is the question.
Everyone's like, don't want to fucking die. Hurry the fuck up.
Don't worry, sir. I'm a doctor. I can handle this. I've got all my medical stuff in this briefcase. Flicks them. It's full of jewels and like gems and shit. What are you a doctor in? Astronomy. This man's a Virgo. Get me 20 cc's of morphine. Stat.
It's like, who are you? It's like, I'm Jordan. What's your thesis on? Bears.
Bears.
Can we mention bears, please? Can we? Right. So on the way here. So Jordan, congratulations.
Yay.
He's got a lot of gigs coming up, and I don't know what you want me to say. I'd rather you say
It's
it.
cool over here.
But he showed me one thing he did,
so
and
dumb.
showed Dave as well.
Do you want to bring it up? I can just bring it up.
Yeah,
Just tell
bring
me what
this-
it is on-
God, I don't know what
This
it's called.
guy, right? In the years I've known him, I've imagined like, Jordan, you're gonna be doing this in the future, right? And literally, this guy has done a commercial for some kind of bar. Where's the bar?
It's in Shimbashi.
Yeah, and it's
What's the video?
guys. This bar is classy as fuck.
It's very
It's
stylish.
everything you'd expect from like some kind of boutique, kind of just like
Is this one
speakeasy.
here?
Yeah, the first one. Yeah.
Was it like a speakeasy?
No, it's like a normal like a
Do you need a
bar.
password for it?
No,
Because
no,
that's
no,
the
no,
vibe
no,
I
no.
get from this bar.
You need a password.
You need a pass. No door swipe.
Bears.
Password.
Bears.
Bears.
Right.
Get-
We'll
get
explain
it-
the
get it
concept of bears. Right.
Yeah.
So like
Watch this shit.
So-
honestly.
the video is so dumb. So for those who are watching on
It's
video,
not dumb. It's class.
it's a fun video. For those who are listening and not watching, I did this stupid bar commercial for one of my friends, so I helped him out to doing it.
Dude,
and
you
it's really
killed it.
stylish bar. Like there's a fucking guy like carving out balls of ice and shit. Like everything's on the rocks. Fantastic place.
It's
But
50 seconds. Let's just watch.
The
it.
Go,
toilet,
go,
the
go,
toilet,
go, go,
the
go.
toilet's got
We'll transition
golden
over here.
we'll
toilet paper.
transit. Go for it.
High class B-day as well.
Nice little.
I mean,
Yeah,
listen to the music,
it's like
guys.
jazz
Oh,
boy.
man.
Cool.
It's great.
Right?
Good little bar.
There he
over
is.
Boom. That's me in the corner. Barman there trying not to piss himself laughing.
There it is. Right. So
there's this
there's a story behind this shot, right?
For those listening, there's this scene where like it's me basically talking to a bunch of like these two girls in the corner of the bar,
Look at this.
and then like I take like it's like a close up zoom of me taking a sip of my drink. But the story behind it is fucking hilarious. I have this rant that I go on randomly. And the rant is basically that my only weakness in this world is bears. I must have done it on the podcast before. It's so dumb. But I can do it in Japanese as well. That's how good I am at this fucking rant. So I go on this
I'm gonna clip this and make a gif.
can you please? It's my favorite. It's
my work here is done.
Hey, nothing more to be done. We'll put it in
Got him.
We'll put the clip in the Discord. It's fucking funny. So then
Oh man.
we sit down, we're doing like introductions. So like so all we've done so far is we've gone, oh, hey, my name's Jordan, nice to meet you, blah blah blah. That's all we did. So then
Oh yeah.
we sit down, the director's there, he's like, okay, we need like a fun atmosphere. Someone tell a funny story, someone like do something funny. Jordan, you're funny. Do something funny. I'm like, you fucking guess I have no choice here. I'll do something funny. So I start going on like this 15-minute tirade about how my only weakness in this world are bears and how they can swim and climb trees and they're all muscle. You can't fight a bear. And some girl was like, what about a shark? I can fight a shark on dry land, bitch. Who do you think I am? Come on. The bear has all the territories. Like, the only way I could beat a bear is if I could fly, and I can't fly. A bear's gonna... Even if I could fly, a bear's gonna... This is the whole rant.
It's just like, come on. Have you seen the fucking
This
Revenant?
the whole thing. It's like, bro, have you ever played Skyrim? Like, when you level
That was
1...
Leo DiCaprio, for fuck's sake.
and he couldn't take down a bear. No one could.
No.
It was a massive rant. So like, the bar is like everyone's in hysterics. And we got the barman trying to like focus on making drinks and shit. I got the director like, Jordan, shut up. I'm trying to film the barman. I don't like making him laugh, and it's really hard to get this like shot done. So then,
While he's fucking like Super Saiyan.
while he's like
Circle
super
ice
saying
into
fucking
the
ice into
glass.
glass and shit.
Like, levitating the fucking ice
Fucking
ball.
funny.
Chiseling all
And
the
then, like-
fucking rejected pieces of this ice.
As I'm
my
as I'm
God.
done with my tirade, as I'm done, I sit back in my chair and take this zip of like, this zip of whiskey. Like, I've done it. I have no more work
What
to
whiskey
do.
was it, by the way? Just
No,
out of
no,
interest.
it wasn't real whiskey.
Was it apple juice? or
Yeah, it was
some
like
shit?
apple juice and shit. It was
Yeah.
tea. It was
What
tea.
a fraud.
I know, right? Fucking frauds. How dare
Fucking
you?
fake.
They're not gonna
bastard.
give him real alcohol. That shit costs money.
That's
Dude,
true.
it's
Mugi
just
Chow's
so
like 100
fucking
yen per packet.
Amplify the fuck out that bear story on a
Dude.
good whiskey.
I wish I was drunk during these things. A lot of that's what I hate about modeling stuff. Like a lot of modeling stuff is like it looks really cool and it is really fun to do, but then a lot of it is like alcohol things. It's never alcohol. So it was like
of course not. No,
orange juice or
Just
some
iced
bullshit, just
tea.
iced tea and nonsense. And it was like, oh, it must have been fun. You must be able to drink a lot. And I'm like, no. The same way you don't drink in your fucking IT job, I can't just start drinking in my modeling gig. Like,
As soon as I'm done, I'm fucking drinking. That's your mindset. Yeah,
Dude.
yeah. As soon as I'm fucking done.
depending on the time a lot of these shoots finish, like if the team is really good, normally we do end up going drinking after as well, which is fun. Like sometimes on the director's money, which is good. But a lot of times,
I want to know, has that commercial actually increased sales? Is my question.
100%. Did you not see me? Come on.
I mean, sure, but
on.
I mean, come on.
They saw it and that guarantee they saw it. They were like, hold on, if we go to this bar, we can meet a black guy talking about bears and drinking alcohol and shit. Yo, fuck it, let's go, let's do it.
That
What else
shot,
we gonna
by the
do?
way, like,
It's one of my
I-
favorite
I-
shots,
Yeah,
yeah.
just like you, just like
Yeah,
below
it's
your
just like
eyebrow
below
level, chin room, and like just the whiskey, just like out of focus, just comes in.
It's just that saxophone like,
It's just like
Num, num,
so
num, num, num.
sex. That shot.
Sex.
It's complete sex.
That's what the director said. He was like, Jordan, can you just with your mouth make sex? And I'm like, yes. Sir, you read my CV. It says get this. Your Honor, if you check my CV, you'll find that.
You'll find sex, bears, and more sex.
You find, and that's it, sir. What?
No sex with bears, though.
No sex with bears. No. What are your expertise? Well,
Driving the churro line when it's out of service.
very good at that.
Yeah. Oh god. How are you, Dave? How's things?
So
dumb.
same old. Yeah.
You guys on holiday yet?
No, not till I think like 26th is my last.
I finished.
You're
on
already
Friday.
done?
But I've got to do some like teach training for a week.
Okay.
But after I move, so
Yeah, like, because I had to go get my visa this week, or sorry, last week.
Yeah.
No, this week. This week I went on Thursday.
Mm.
And yeah, thank fuck that I live in Yokohama now, and I don't live in in fucking Tokyo anymore. Man, I feel bad for you. Well, no, you live on the. You're gonna move to the east side, so you get to go to the special visa place.
With me.
But
Yes.
yeah, if you have to go to
What is this place?
Shinagawa, if you live in Tokyo and you have to go to Shinagawa, I fucking pity you because it's the fucking worst.
I've heard it's bad.
It's
Yeah.
worse. It's awful. It's the whole day.
Yeah, it is the whole day. So that's what I was coming from to go get my visa.
Yeah.
And I walk into this place and I'm like, there's no one on the ground floor, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. There's like two people sitting at a desk making sure that you fucking wash your hands with alcohol
Yep.
spray.
Mm,
I'm like, okay. And I'm like, well, where's the place? I'm like, oh, okay, it must be on the second floor. I walk up to the second floor and they have like 4 counters.
Yes.
Fucking nobody
one.
is there.
Mhm.
I was like, am I in the right place? Like, what the fuck? I'm like, it's Thursday morning at 8:30 when this place opens. Like, where the fuck are the people? There's nobody.
It's like
fucking
North
there.
Korea. It's just like a show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Immigration center.
Yeah.
The power just.
Yeah.
I know the exact place you went to as well. I remember going to it once before, when I was getting my first renewal visa, before I realized there was a closer place I could go to.
Right.
And I remember like going in there, and I think I was in and out in like a couple of hours. It was easy. It was like 3 hours. I was in and out.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that was really easy. And then I was wondering, like, why is everyone complaining so much about visa stuff? Like, it's not that difficult. And then I realized that.
Oh, in Shinagawa, you spend like an 8-hour session there. Like, you're just there all day.
It's like 8 hours just to hand
Just
your...
to hand your papers in.
Fuck
They're gonna
me,
check
dude.
your paper and hand it in. It's like 8 fucking hours. It's always because there's people in the fucking line.
Yep.
You get in the line and they haven't filled fucking anything out.
Are you
Like,
fucking
nothing is
serious?
Filled out. So they get up to the thing and they go, well, what do I need to fill in? It's like, well, fuck you. Like,
The entire sheet.
yeah. Answer the questions.
You know, the
Do
things
the
we asked
thing.
for. Yeah.
It's not even that hard as well.
I did it on the train.
right.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
I've literally done it on the train before.
The hardest part of that shit is going to your ward office to get the fucking tax sheets.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the most annoying part.
Hell on earth.
Yeah,
That's
Those
the worst
places
part.
are so like
dystopian.
Yes, that's the word. I mean, in Atsugi, thank God I'm leaving it behind, but thank you for 4 years. The mascot is like this cute little pig with like a fish on its head. And you've got this like this bronze statue of this pig outside the Shakusho, just like, welcome. You go inside and it is fucking horrible. And this year, because I'm moving to Tokyo, I did it all by post because I didn't want to ever step
Smart.
in there.
So,
Not the visa, but like the
do you know what sucks though?
Yeah.
Starting next month, you can do all your visa shit online.
I know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So close.
But there's
to it.
always going to be some like angry, like already retired but not retired old guy, sifting through all this paperwork, going, now 1 year. But it's online. And nobody who is over the age of fucking 80 can use a computer.
That's
So we're okay.
true. Holy shit.
Maybe, yeah.
So there might be like a, long-term visa kind of renaissance. Well, there was never a fucking
good time for it
There was
anyway,
never a
yeah.
good time for it anyway, but you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
spike, probably. But
Recently, me and David have been bringing up the fact that Japan needs to get its shit online, basically, and the longer it takes to do it, the longer it's
Yeah.
going to be for it to get online.
So like,
They got to digitize, man.
but here's the thing: like now is the perfect time to do it, right?
Yeah.
Because you have no people coming in or out of the country.
Yes,
Like basically no one.
Yeah.
So if you need to switch all your stuff over to digital and people are renewing this year,
Do it.
because you've given them so many 1-year visas.
Do it.
Now's the time to fucking
problem
do it.
is, though, a lot of these companies that, like, have all this online tech, and they can't, that was not at any of our asses, but that was
I wonder
a
if the
thunderstorm.
mic picked up that
Thunderstorm.
thunder. Holy
Might.
shit.
That was
Anyway.
a giant cheek clap
Vanish.
from a boy up there. Anyways, a lot of these like companies that are starting to like optimize tech, for example, like Zoom meetings or anything, for people that have to work from home and stuff. You got to think a lot of these company presidents don't want to use tech because they're old
Yeah,
and they're influenced. Like,
Yeah.
so it needs like a certain percentage of a workforce to actually lobby for it and go, this is shit and it's not efficient. So we need to like switch to this model. But a lot of old people, the presidents are just like, nah, that fax machine is like, it costs this
it's good
company.
enough.
That's what I
exactly.
think. That's what the majority of Japan is in companies. It's basically people going, "Oh, I fear new technology is scary. I don't want to learn how to do it, and thus I'm just gonna push this over to like younger people, or I'm just gonna ignore it entirely." Like,
Like this is the guy that's like speaking to his wife on his moto.
literally.
Just
Well, I mean,
his
that's
BlackBerry.
Japan's defense minister, right? The man
Yeah.
was like the cybersecurity guy who's
Yeah.
like, I've never touched a computer in my life, and it's like, you're the
fucking
cybersecurity minister.
cyber-
Like, what the fuck?
He's like, "Yeah, I put a lock on the Wi-Fi router."
What do you mean? What do you mean?
No, not a password. A physical lock. He physically locked a bike chain the
you
router
go.
to his house.
No one will steal it. That's
So do you mean computers can catch corona?
It's like, listen, we can't have all these queues catching corona.
yeah. Like to me that's insane, right?
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
your cybersecurity dude is like, I've never touched a computer. Like, what's a computer, right?
Holy
Like,
shit.
That blows my mind.
Yeah.
How is Japan even still like an active country at this stage? Like, I'm surprised they're not.
You look at the infrastructure of this, especially Tokyo. Obviously Tokyo and nowhere else.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Yeah,
like
that's true.
you look at Tokyo and it's just like it's crazy. Like the trains, everything's been updated now. And,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
probably
yeah.
see driverless trains in the next 20 years in this place.
I'm
There's
waiting.
some already.
Yeah.
Some of the smaller lines have driverless.
Yeah, like
trains.
EV trains and shit.
I'm waiting for that. So technology always comes in bumps, right? Like it comes in like big jumps. And I feel like Japan is waiting for their next sort of big jump in technology, and the only thing stopping it from jumping is the old generation, like holding everyone down, basically.
Kind
So-
of.
A little bit, yeah. Not saying holding them back per se. I'm sure they've done well. They made fax machines, good job. They Panasonic made batteries, fucking well job. Now it'd be great if they get the fuck out the way, so we could get some actual work done. It reminds me of like we know a lot of people who work in companies, like your girlfriend for one day,
Yep.
and they work with old people who are massive fucking burdens on the company, and they've got to like do.
She's concentrating very, very hard.
David's girlfriend has to basically double the work sometimes because her manager is an absolute piece of trash and can't.
They've only just phased out beepers in
only
this
just
country.
fucking
They had a
phased out
funeral for the final
beepers!
beeper. Did you see that?
There was a funeral for it.
Yeah, it was like last year. Like the final beeper, like antenna went down, like system for it.
Right.
went down, and they had
Where
this
was it?
big ceremony. I have no idea, but it was probably in the Anaka or
It
something.
should have been taken
like-
out to the back of a shed and shot in the fucking head.
That would have been way better.
That'd have been so cool.
Just office
Old-
space it with
old
like
beep.
put it into a
Office
field.
space.
This is a bat.
I want the tower to be there in the distance and the sniper to be scoped
Just
on,
like-
and then for Sugar just to go take the shot.
take the shot.
That's what it is. Take the shot. The last beeper is dead.
Take the shot.
I want that to happen to.
They're right in the open.
Stop it.
Take the shot.
I wish I had that power.
By the way, guys, congratulations, episode 69.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
What a great number.
Episode 69.
Thank you for having me on this very lewd sounding episode.
Oh, that was by
It was by design, yeah.
100% by design.
I remember a couple weeks ago, I was like, "Oh, episode 69 is coming up. Should we have Jay on?" It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
let's have Jay on.
I
For
think the
episode
last
69.
episode I was on, it was like some rant about Shadow. Shadow the Hedgehog and like guns or some shit.
So
And then the
dumb.
one before, I think like my the first episode I was on was about what was it? Some penis inspection stand or something.
500
That's
penis
3
inspection stand.
episodes.
Yeah,
I'm blessed, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you
yeah.
for having me on.
We have a- man,
yeah.
So I was. This is the problem I'm facing now. Okay, so the titles of our podcast are so
Well, the last
they're
2 weeks
so,
was fucking
Courtesy of me.
they're so good.
serial masturbation.
They're
last week?
so fucking good. The problem is, here's my issue now.
Let me read them on.
No, wait. Here's my issue now. So we're up to episode 69, and I've got people who've they're just sort of working out that I have a podcast.
Okay, yeah.
So they'll go, "My God, Jordan, you have a podcast? I didn't know that. I'm interested in podcasts. What's your podcast called? And what episode should I listen to?" And I'm like, just sweating profusely. I'm like, fuck, what episode can I fucking give to people to
So,
listen to?
so do you remember last week
Yeah.
I told you that I was gonna be on another podcast?
Yes,
or
oh my
whatever?
God, yes.
Right? So I had like a little 30-minute meet and greet with these people.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, our podcast is about this, that, and the other, and she's like, oh, you can talk about your podcast and stuff and whatever. And then I asked her honestly, I'm like, did you listen to our podcast at all? She's like, yeah, I listened to the first episode, and I'm like, oh no,
Oh, no.
oh no, because that first episode is so radically different
Yeah.
compared to what this podcast
What it
is
has
now.
become.
Right, I've got some on deck, right? What gets me about you guys is the names are great, but also the images. So last week was serial
Thank you, Nick.
masturbation. It's Nick Cage with cornflakes.
Yes!
And Nick Cage nutface?
Yes!
Right, and then Bible hentai.
Bible Hentai is one of my favorite episodes. It is.
Men in the podcast.
Men in
and
the
it's
podcast.
the stonks meme.
Yes!
America the season finale.
Yeah.
And it's the
When America was ending. Yeah.
the dog where it's like, this is fine. All right, what? Oh shit! I got
You know what annoys me the most though, because I make
Yeah.
all those thumbnails.
Yeah.
But the problem is that it doesn't show up on Apple Podcasts. at all,
Yes!
which annoys the fuck out of me. And I'm like, I put so much time and effort.
Only-
Abe Books too, and it's Suga doing the Reiwa post, but it's just a picture of fucking Ichiman bills.
Yes!
We never got that money, by the way.
We never got that money, Sugar,
No,
you
we never
fucking dickhead.
Have sex feature episode 42.
Yep.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so that was over.
420.
That was
69.
That's 20 weeks ago.
Wait, I'm sensing something.
Yeah, we're putting you all the meme episodes, basically.
Please stop. I'm married. Tits out for Abe. I remember that picture.
Yeah.
Tits out for Abe was the
girl.
the counselor that went for the Tokyo mayorship,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
She was everywhere, and didn't she have masks?
Yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
her entire thing was that if she was gonna wear Abe mask a bra or something,
Yep.
and if it was weird.
Nice stick. What the fuck?
You gotta go back.
Nice stick.
These are some deep cuts. I know there's a bunch of people now currently trailblazing through past episodes, listen to all of them. And man, it's so weird because the titles are always a microcosm of what the entire podcast is about.
Right, yeah.
Like serial masturbation, we're not talking about masturbation the entire podcast.
No,
of course not. But
it's literally one. It's maybe sometimes it's even a 1 minute snippet has created that title.
exactly, yeah.
Tanaka, Walmart Samurai. Tanaka's
Tanaka's
like...
Tanaka's a
legendary
reoccurring.
episode.
He's a reoccurring character.
Yeah,
Tanaka.
yeah.
Tanaka. Tanaka Jones is also pretty fun. He's half. Tanaka Jones.
That's another thing. You've developed like this whole world of like different personalities,
characters.
but they're based on real people. That's what's amazing.
It's not. It's not good. It's not good.
What was the name of the guy who was he's like basically a Westaboo. He wants to be American so bad.
What did we call him? It was so dumb. Fuck. It was a Japanese guy. He went to
wants to be
Cowboy
American.
Jones or something like that.
Yeah,
It was
Cowboy Tanaka.
Cowboy Tanaka. That was it. Was
Cowboy
literally Cowboy Tanaka. It was basically this dumb character we'd made where you know a lot of foreigners come to Japan. They want to be Japanese.
Yeah.
And a lot of our friends like who have lived overseas, like they just can't. It's like the point of no return where they come back and they're like, "Fuck Jiminto, fuck everything, fuck society." Like,
Yeah.
Get me back over.
It's actually really weird. Like I do know a lot of Japanese people who've gone abroad, come back to Japan, and gone. I can't live here anymore. I gotta go back to abroad, wherever abroad is. You know. But I feel like a lot of those people were there studying abroad. Like none of them actually
We're living
In
there.
Kent.
You live in fucking
exactly.
Kent, like
Right. Yeah.
because they didn't really get the full flavor of it. But to some extent, so one of my friends, like touching on like today's the thing we're gonna like loosely talk about. So one of my friends,
real shit. By
real
the
shit,
way.
yeah. So one of my friends does have like she's like bipolar,
Okay.
like
yeah.
pretty bad bipolar. So when she was in Japan for a long time, like she just couldn't get the help for it.
Yeah.
Like, she
'cause no one
could
gives a shit.
Yeah, Japan is the weirdest place. Like if you have like mental health in Japan, it's really hard to like.
Do we want to just jump into it then?
Yeah,
like, I
because
feel like we
it
can-
links into.
I
what
know
we're
who
talking
you're on
yeah.
about, by the way.
Yeah.
She's awesome.
She's a babe. Yeah.
She's
So
cool.
she had like she's gonna get the help for it in Japan basically like
Yeah.
for a long time. Then she went to the UK.
Yeah.
Obviously free healthcare and everything. So then
And
they're
Japan has basically free healthcare, so like that's not really saying much.
it's really weird to me that Japan has basically free healthcare, but the healthcare is just so fucking trash.
Well, it's not that it's bad. It's just like they prioritize things over other things, right?
Mm-hmm. And the bottom of this is always like someone's mental health, which is weird in a country with like such a high suicide rate. You'd think that they would like. Didn't they create that new minister, the minister of like sadness?
Yeah. What is
Oh,
it?
loneliness.
The minister of loneliness.
And the guy looks so unapproachable.
He looks so unapproachable.
Fuck you, dude.
To which I commented, the minister of loneliness sounds like a Dark Souls boss.
His final attack is Gambare.
Fucking body.
This is the move where he explodes.
Just like, oh, so desu ne. Gambare.
Gamare.
Gambatte kudasai.
It's like minister of. I mean,
He's like a timed boss. If you don't meet him in a time, it's just like
It's just like game over after that.
Gambare.
Legit though, like,
一緒に変わります。
after working in schools for 4 years and like you guys can like empathize with this because
Yeah.
you've been a school teacher, you're a school teacher with
Yep.
me and stuff. At the end of the day, you've seen junior high school kids in this place or high school kids or
whatever. Yeah.
whatever, right?
Yeah,
You get what I'm getting to, right? Basically, the whole system of like do your best.
Hate it.
It gets to a point
it's so
where
useless. Like it means nothing.
these
right?
kids like some kids struggle and
course
like I
they
get
do.
that the teachers are incredibly supportive and there is like a system in the school and stuff and
Well,
there is
some of them
pastoral-
anyways.
yeah some of
Some of
there
them
are
are.
pastoral services but like I just you know when a kid's struggling and I just hear the word gambare
How much? Yeah, it's a massive.
it's just like a kick in the fucking face.
It's
Like,
yeah,
help
it doesn't
this
mean
person,
anything, right?
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Fucking help this person.
I think if I was a kid when I was a kid growing up, when I was going for like the times where I couldn't study, I couldn't focus on my work, and someone just went, "Do your best,
Good luck.
good luck."
Yeah, like that's literally what the equivalent is, right?
It's just
like
like,
good
fuck
luck.
off.
So
you
what the
know
fuck?
I mean?
I've had more support from an episode of fucking Naruto than you. What is this? This is insane. This makes no sense.
Shogunai in a mental health kind of like bubble that we're talking about in a minute.
Mhm.
The
Yeah.
word shogunai pisses me off more than anything else.
Yo,
Like it
fucking-
can't be helped, and it's like
Mhm.
yes, it can. This system needs to fucking change from the top. It can be helped.
Do you think it will change in Japan?
I think it. We were talking about this on the train.
A little bit.
It's generational.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Like wait 30 years, there will be a shift. But like if you look at the grander scheme, I mean, obviously, this place is kind of closed off, right? But if you look at how much society is kind of like through COVID, we had like BLM, Black Lives Matter. We had Me Too. We're now having this. Recently, there was a lady in London that disappeared.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And
I
the-
read about this,
there's-
but I
there's
didn't know what
now,
happened.
yeah, there's now like a push online. This shouldn't have been the case anyway.
Mm.
because society should like work better, right? And men in general should like be educated enough for this not to happen, right? So basically, whoever's listening and knows about this is like a lady went missing. Women shouldn't have to walk home alone, scared because of like other men, right?
Yeah.
But it's become such a problem, and it's been a problem forever.
Forever,
right?
yeah, basically.
The point
forever.
is, I'm trying to make is like overall, recently in the past few years, because of like social media and like a rise of liberalism against like this really fucked up far right kind of like surge in the world, we're seeing this generational like shift, right? And like there's more of a chance that like something will gain momentum online and support online now than say we were kids.
It's really fucked to me that the majority of changes always have to start from like
something bad.
Yeah, young. No, that it's like something bad, and then young people online going, I'm kind of tired of this now. Can we change it? Like I'm kind of sleepy. Can we can we stop having this happen now?
Well, like here's the problem I see though with that kind of stuff is like typically that's kind of where it ends too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a lot of people shout about like, oh, this needs to change and this needs to change, but like realistically, a lot of the times nothing fucking happens.
Do you know what it's
right?
called? It's slacktivism.
Yes, it is slack. I mean, like
slacktivism. What it's called? Yeah.
I'm no better, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not the one out there that's like, rah,
change things. Yeah.
Like I'm like, yeah, I know it's a problem, so I will do my best to not be that problem.
Yeah.
Which is honestly not very hard.
Nope.
But this is the thing. If the same volume of people that started it continued that momentum forever, there would be a shift. But like people drop off because they lose faith in like, where is this actually going? Do I like...
People drop off because people don't understand. So this is my thing. So I studied politics. Boom. So people don't understand the how the chamber of changes work. Like they don't understand how to go from A to B to C. So if A is activism and C is change, the B is where everyone drops off. So everyone goes, we're going to protest, we're going to be angry, we're going to make a hashtag on Twitter, we're going to shout at people who don't believe the things we believe, and we're going to keep doing this. And then you
Until
go,
something happens.
And then, because the B of that situation is then to lobby your congressman or lobby your politician or lobby your local government or talk to people in power
literally do something about it.
Do something.
Saying stuff.
Exactly. You do something about it. And if you meet a roadblock, you meet someone who doesn't agree with you or someone who's against your policies, you rally people against that person to vote them out of the system to put someone in the system who's going to make the changes you want to see. And that's with any country. It doesn't matter where you are. And then C is the change happens. And people love the A. People are great. The A is...
Because it's the easiest thing to do, right?
A is the easiest bit. I can do the A. I can wake up every morning and do the A. The A is easy. It's get my Twitter out and go,
thing is bad.
Thing, bad. And everyone goes,
fuck bears.
Fuck bears. Black people, good. Racism, not so good. And everyone goes, man, that's a bold, Jordan, bold stance, Jordan, a bold statement. Do you know what I'm against? Everyone's like, Womack, bad things. And everyone goes, Yeah. Follow that man on Twitter. He talks about the bad things and how he's against them.
And then you get Me Too'd next week and you're cancelled, and then it's all
downhill from there. But then you bow really deeply and you say more shocking things.
That only works in Japan.
Go Geza.
Only in Japan.
Yeah.
Only in Japan.
So I do think in a good couple of years there will be a generational shift because like we live in the oldest country in the world, essentially, like in terms of population.
Japan.
Like Italy's second, Japan's first, right? We have the oldest old people.
I'm just waiting.
The oldest amount of old people.
I'm just waiting for the Grim Reaper to take the shot.
Man, like it's
take the shot. Pension reform.
Pension reform. Take the shot. Take the shot.
Interesting in like 20 to 30 years when like a lot of those old people die off, but like not even that. It's gonna be. What happens to all those old people who die off that like lived in like bumfuck Inaka nowhere? Like what happens to like their house? What happens to
I don't know, but there's a spider on the wall.
Yeah, I see.
Sorry.
It's just
What happens to their house?
Wait, what? Yeah,
no, but
wait,
I
big
mean,
spider?
Like, yeah, it's not that big.
Okay, cool. Okay. You know,
what happens to their
It's
house?
the first spider I've seen in a while.
Okay.
Or like, I mean, like, what happens? Like, okay, these old people live by themselves in like the middle of like the mountains in like Yamanashi or some shit, right? And then they just die.
Yeah.
in their house in the middle of
Yeah.
Yamanashi. No one's going to check on them. No
Nope.
one's going to like. What happens? Does it just get reclaimed by nature?
Yeah.
Or like the government go like check up on this person? Like, oh
No.
man, this person's like 125 years old and we haven't heard from them in they haven't paid taxes.
The house
wherever.
becomes like an inspiration for like a new Ghibli movie or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't
Right?
that shit
Like,
happen a
becomes
bunch
like
where people are like, oh, the oldest person in the world's been living at this house, they're 125, and they go and check with them, and it's like, oh, they were dead.
They were dead, and their company's been or their family's been like
Been
collecting
stealing their pension for the
or
last, like,
whatever.
They've been
Yeah.
dead 125 years.
yeah. So it's there was a case like that. I think like within the last 5 years.
Yeah, it's
where
crazy.
a family had been collecting their like elderly father's pension
Yep.
for like 15 years
And living
they
with
just
the body.
and they just had his body like in their house.
Yep.
It's like what the fuck?
Just under the sink next to the fucking Brillo pads.
God.
yeah, it's
it's
but like that. But that's what I mean, right? Like what happens to those people who just like are lost to time?
Well,
right?
Just
this
lost.
system's fucked for like old people because like I read an
And,
article
and young people, everyone's
Yeah, well,
fucked,
yeah,
dude.
everyone's
I read like an article like 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, or last year or something, right? About an old guy that robbed a konbini so that he could go to jail.
Yeah.
Because
Get
he'd
fed.
get 3 meals a day.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
all
yeah.
of his health insurance and stuff
I heard
would
about
just be like, like he'd get the credits for it because he's not working, right?
Japan's system is like riddled with holes, and a lot of the holes come to old people are living a long time. But the problem is like as they were growing up, they never received the appropriate amount of like not only just healthcare but sort of mental healthcare they needed. So there's a lot of old people now who are living in the houses with like really kind of messed up like mental health issues. Like one of my friends' neighbors is like she's like super paranoid all the time. She thinks someone's watching her like all the time. So she'll message the neighbors like, "Be careful. The person who's watching me is back again." And it's like, who's watching you?
NHK.
Literally, it's fucking
the Fuji cult.
the fucking the
Oh,
back.
God.
They keep talking to me about Fuji-san and paying my NHK bills. I won't do it. I won't fucking do it. But yeah,
I didn't tell you about the fucking Fuji lady I talked to last night when I was waiting for Chihiro.
David.
So
hold
I'm
on,
sitting
tell
at the
me.
station and I'm like leaning on like one of the bollards or whatever.
Yeah.
And I can see there's like two ladies handing out their Fuji cult like
Dang.
pamphlets or whatever, right?
Dangerous.
And this lady comes over to me and she's like, oh, she like hands me the pamphlet. I'm like, yeah, kekko desu. And then I'm like, watashi, 富士山好きだけど、それがちょっと好きすぎる。I'm like, nope. I'm like, I'm good. I'm like, that's a little bit too much. You like Mount Fuji. I'm good.
like, baby, listen, I love me some Fuji, but not that much.
Not that much.
I'll do anything for Fuji, but I won't do that. That's
She's just like, was that meatloaf?
join my cult of Meatloaf where we talk about his best work.
I'll be like, all right, what's that meme
Right.
where it's like, name 5 songs by Fuji? Some
okay. Say you love Fuji, do you? Name all the types of limestones found in her peaks.
Name
you
all the
bastard.
stations.
Name all the stations in Fuji, love her so much. How many times you climbed Fuji? Twice? Non-believer. Get out of here.
How many times did you use the oxygen? I hit that 2 times. You fucking amateur.
Twice, bro. How many? So you worship Fuji? Worship him? How many times you sacrifice yourself to Fuji? You sacrifice yourself to Fuji, yeah? You're not?
You just pull out your Fuji quiz. How much is a bowl of udon on the top?
Oh, my
'Cause I fucking know this question.
David, I'm gonna make a Fuji quiz, so next time the Fuji cult come to me, I can fucking quiz them.
I need to test your faith.
Holy shit.
Question. Presently, is there a Yubinkyo on the top of Fuji? Yes, there is. Wrong. It's gone. As
Wrong.
of July last year.
Of July last year.
Right, really?
Fact check me.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You can't send a postcard from the top of Fuji anymore?
They've stopped doing it, I think.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That's fucking dumb. That's dumb
Whoever's
shit.
a fucking weeb, like, just on this country, just fact check me. But I know it's probably gone.
Can we talk about that a little bit too? Like the tourists are all gone, and how much nicer this country is without 50 million fucking tourists.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tourists.
God.
Yeah.
A
Big
lot,
time.
lot of the people listening to this podcast eventually want to come to Japan.
Oh, they'll be salty about me saying that.
No,
but
let me,
fuck you.
guys. Let me tell you honestly. Honestly, yeah. Like
Follow your dreams.
you are missing out. Like Japan without tourists is something I wish you could all
Oh
experience.
yeah.
But it's something you never can, only because you are a tourist. Like by definition, you coming here, you can't celebrate it. Like there is this joy of going to like Shibuya or Shinjuku or something like that, and there's just like no tourists there. Kyoto right now, a dream.
I can only imagine. Like, I would like to go before COVID's over to
I'm
Kyoto.
Going before COVID is over. I need to go there.
And there's the Kyushu discounted.
There is. The Shinkansens are gonna get real damn cheap again.
To where?
Kyushu.
Yep.
Kyushu?
Did I tell you about this?
No.
Yo, yeah, all the Shinkansens are cheaper now for people living in Japan.
Fucking A.
Dude,
Should we do it?
remember how we paid like 12,000 yen or something? Whatever.
Yeah, it's the same.
Same thing, but Kyushu.
Go to
Oh,
Fukuoka.
from here
go
to
Beppu.
Kyushu?
I don't know. I didn't check that far.
Well, that would help.
I don't know. Probably.
Well,
Okay.
if it's the same as Togu, you
Yeah,
came from
you
here.
right,
just zoop up and you're there and Bing Bang Bosh, it's
You
done.
want to do it?
Dude, I have to do it. I love Kyushu.
I wanna do it.
There-
I've never been to Kyushu.
want to go to Fukuoka?
You're
Okay.
easy.
I've never.
Pretend you're foreign, then you can get a cheap ticket.
I've only been as far as
Half of
Yamaguchi.
this, half of...
Yeah,
you don't have to show your-
it.
Yeah, you don't have to show. Just show them your driver's license. You're fine.
Yeah, when you buy the ticket, you have to show your foreign passport.
Do you? I don't remember if you...
Yeah, you do. So when you get if you're Japanese guy, listen, this is a joke. Ha ha ha, funny joke. If you're Japanese, ha ha, funny joke. But listen real carefully, real seriously, no joke. If you're Japanese, just get your foreign friend to buy the ticket for
No
you.
one checks the ticket.
True. Get the ticket, then you're good, you're free. Zoop through, you're done. No one checks.
I mean, wait.
Joke.
There's no rule that says you can't give it to a Japanese person.
No, that's not.
It just says only you can buy it.
Yes. Loopholes!
Right?
Your Honor, Your Honor, may I address the court directly, please?
Your
If you'll check, nowhere does it say I can't do this.
Your
I
Honor.
rest my case.
Your Honor.
I mean, hey, yeah, right? Like, Japan is that place that will follow that rule to the letter.
Yeah.
So, like, if someone's like, oh, well, you can't give it to a Japanese person, you go, where is that in this contract? that
Please.
says I can't do
It's
that.
like, Your Honor, are you interested?
Please point out exactly where on this contract that we have verbally agreed to that says that I cannot do that. And they go, これは難しい. And you go, I rest my case. And that's it. You're
Yep.
scot-free.
Mm.
Scot-free. That's how every murder case is done in Japan. It's like, Your Honor, please show me on this McDonald's receipt where it says I couldn't kill another Patreon. これは難しい. I rest my case. Free to go. Get out of here.
Free to go.
Get out of here, scam. Don't do it again. Get out of here. Fucking... That's Japan, basically.
Yeah.
Fucking nutshell. But yeah, let's go Kyushu. I'm down for that.
Yeah.
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 Fuck yeah, dude.
The thing is as well, like, yeah.
Circling back.
I remember going to, like, this was pre-COVID, 2019. The Rugby World Cup was on. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I was getting drunk. It was
was
great.
Mental. The
It was
amount of
sick,
tourists.
dude.
But you compare that to what the Olympic capacity would have been. If
Gosh.
we're talking
God.
that if Corona didn't happen and the Olympics went ahead as planned last year,
Horrible.
the Rugby World Cup was probably 7%. Somebody worked out 7% of the tourists that came.
7%?
I don't know where I read that figure at the time, but it was like, if you walked around Shinjuku, for example, there were people like just going everywhere, right? You got to think rugby's big, but like rugby's not soccer, right?
That's right. Yeah,
Why did
rugby's
I just call it
Right.
soccer? Fuck me.
Football.
Football.
Yeah.
Sorry, right?
Rugby's in the Young Olympics. Yeah, I get you.
Right. So rugby's not the footy, right?
Mm.
If we had like a World Cup of footy here again, like the first time since 2002,
Yeah.
that would have been mental because you've got more venues, you've got more people from England going, whoa, waving the flag, yes, fucking go to Japan.
Nice.
You
Yeah.
know, right?
Cunts.
Yeah.
The Olympics is like this.
As in known in the dictionary. Cunts, as we call them.
with like bulldogs on their arms and like the queen
I
on their
wanna-
arse cheek.
I want to do...
Philip on the bell end.
I want
You know what
to
mean?
do a tour of Britain on the double decker buses. I want to go on the top deck doing a tour to Japanese people like みんな左の方ご覧ください。これはビッグベン。イギリスの有名の時計。やっぱお素晴らしい素晴らしい。お皆さん見て右の珍しいやこれはカンツ。写真いいよ。おい wait I'll provoke ちょっと待っておいカンツおいこれカンツ今写真撮ってWow.
I'll fucking get my brother on you, bastard!
怒ってね。みんな、絡んでください。英語ちょっと練習します。Oi! Is that your birds? Kind of fishy! Love, get up here! Come on, try a bigger dick! Oh, you can't! What did you say? 今、写真撮ってください。
I know your mum. She works at Waitrose.
Your mum works at Waitrose, you cunt! What are you saying, mate?
We're fucked.
今、撮って
Mum, get out the shop.
これは、怒っとるの。 cunt des. What say?
Yeah. No.
Let's start this company, Jay. This would be such a good, it'd be so much fun.
I'll be the guy next to you, just in the Attenborough voice, like. And here we have a magnificent specimen.
It's a magnificent
called the cunt. He shops at Tesco's. What he has in his hand is right now a £5 meal deal.
No, dude, it's a 6-pack of Foster's. That's
Skull Lager.
Skull
The
Lager.
drink of champions.
What's that really bad £2 cider thing that tastes like battery acid that everyone Frosty Jacks.
Thatchers.
Disgusting.
Not Frosty Jacks or well, David Attenborough loves a bit of fucking
Of course he does the
Magnus cider
Of course he fucking
in the
does.
summertime.
Of course he does the cunt.
While I scratch my balls on my
Too
back.
British. There's this big
Feet David Attenborough this episode.
there's this big like jug like a plastic like it's like a 40 basically.
Okay, yeah.
It's that, but it tastes like battery acid and it will ruin your
Yeah,
blood pressure.
it's like something
like
something
most
Jack
alcohol.
Sparrow would fucking-
No, but it doesn't taste good.
No. I know what you're on about. White lightning.
Yeah, it's that.
It strips your stomach lining.
Yeah, it does. It's paint remover.
It's paint
So
thinner.
so basically, like chavs and shit used to
Oh,
drink
yeah,
it like
chavs, yeah.
while they're like, "This is our fucking park, fuck you," with a fake Burberry, and they just have like the big fucking 3-liter bottle.
Yeah.
What comes in 3 liters?
Jinro.
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 Jinro's not good.
No.
So
and that's why it's in a 3-liter bottle.
We made this mistake. My friend made this mistake when he first.
I made this.
Did you make the mistake again?
No, I didn't.
No,
What do you
when
mean again? I never made it in the first place. I'm not that dumb.
when my friend first came to Japan, he was in the convenience store in the UK, like Nihonshu and stuff's really expensive.
Right.
So he found this big thing of Jinro, and he was like, "Wow, what a good price! It's a steal in the UK. This would be like X amount of money. I'm gonna buy it." He bought it like an idiot, and very quickly realized that even if you mix this with stuff, it still you
Doesn't
can't
do anything.
you cannot mix with anything. It's like perfume. If you get like a little bit of perfume in anything, that's it.
It just tastes like perfume.
It tastes like perfume forever and ever. Like you gotta throw that cup away now.
Well, I mean,
That's what this shit
yeah,
is.
that's essentially what it is. It's like, oh, I put Coke in paint thinner. It's like, well, what do you expect it to taste like?
Yeah, you know
Paint
why?
thinner.
Why does it still taste like paint thinner? It's like because there's paint filler in it. Like, what are you doing?
Zero sugar.
Don't listen, guys. When you come to Japan and you go to a convenience store, don't do it. Don't buy the big thing of Jindo.
No.
And I know some of you cunts out there right now are going, I'm gonna buy it because Jordan said don't. Don't do it. It's not a good meme. It's not even a good meme. Get a strong zero.
The
12%.
the meme is gonna be you carrying around the 3-liter thing of Jinro.
Yeah.
And you've drank like a swig of it.
You will
and now you
never.
need to get rid of it.
Yeah.
It took us
Moonshine.
1 whole year to finish the entire, and that was him working with his entire dorm.
There's
It took a year.
only one acceptable time that you should buy that 3-liter of Jinro, and that is when you're making a meshu.
Yes,
That's the only
If you're
time.
making-
'Cause you need that much.
if you're making cheap shitty umeshu or you're gonna brew it for a long time, yeah, that's a good idea.
I want to disclose something. I can't drink umeshu anymore.
Why is that?
Because it's too delicious.
No, because look,
Valid.
umeshu was like probably my second favorite thing to drink in this country. But
Good man.
as with something else we'll get onto in a minute, I had too much umeshu one night. I drink it neat, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like really fucking syrupy, right?
You gotta
On the
rocks
rocks.
it. You gotta rocks
Oh, it
it.
rocks it, but like, this one time it was like, the ratio was pretty, it was too sickly. And I remember going to sleep and like got acid reflux, like because it was like such a fucking thing. And I almost choked in my sleep
Oh no way! What
because
the fuck?
like,
That's terrifying.
yeah. And I was like, fuck. And I haven't touched it since.
What a
I
way!
I
to...
haven't touched the Meishu in 5 months.
David, imagine dying to umeshu. I'd be so mad.
Classy.
It's a
drink.
it's a classy death. You're gonna have a if you die to Meshi, you go to Jesus. You're like, Jesus.
This was French Meishu, by the way.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I already know how this is gonna finish.
No.
You die to
Yeah.
French umeshu. You go up to God. You're like, God, I
I
died.
think- yeah.
I died drinking sweet umeshu. God's gonna look you straight and be like, Why are you gay?
No, God was like,
He's gay.
did you realize this was a conspiracy from the start? You're drinking French Meishu.
You got to go to French hell.
And I'm like, as I was choking, I was just like, I didn't vote for Brexit.
I would.
Sorry
love,
to all my the French.
I
listeners.
would love someone who voted for Brexit to die drinking French umeshu. That is the funniest shit. It's a French Japanese drink, and you've died to it. the gods of international trade are going to be pissed at you, dude.
But,
like,
yeah.
they ain't going to be happy about it. But
Yeah.
you were saying you don't drink anymore because you went for a whole thing, right?
Can I disclose it?
Yeah, you can do. Of course.
Yeah, I mean, if we're gonna talk about,
Yeah, we're circling around.
real
bro.
shit.
We're doing entire circles to make the heavy stuff
I mean,
less heavy.
we're at 50 minutes, which is kind of crazy already.
God damn, that
Time
was
flies.
fast. Yeah, it's cool. But we're doing because the heavy stuff's heavy and the light stuff's light.
Well, we're in a storm and like
Continue.
our apartment's probably spinning like Dorothy in fucking Wizard of Oz.
Not this thing.
That's why the time's going fast.
tightly to the ground.
Dude,
Holy shit! Is that you, Scarecrow?
I'm definitely being fucking Toto in that story. Toto is chill as fuck. He ain't giving no fucks. Toto, we ever gonna go home? Toto, I don't fucking care.
Bagsy
Nah,
not
bitch.
Nah,
Bagsy not
girl.
being the Tin Man because like apparently he died of like lead poisoning or some shit.
Of course he did. They covered the man in lead. Come
I mean, he
on.
had a colander on his head, right?
Yeah.
Like a sieve.
He had a fucking cold
Like a sieve on his head.
What a way to die.
Full sip.
Is that why he needed a brain?
Yes.
Yeah, because of the lead poisoning. It's just like,
No. It leaked out the sieve.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Put a cap on the sieve.
If I were the king of the forest.
I've not seen that movie in years.
Fuck that movie.
I couldn't
hate
even
that
I couldn't
movie.
even get the references for
Yeah.
that.
Did you ever see the sequel where it was like
Oh,
really
dude.
fucking weird with the roller
Yes,
skate?
yeah.
Fuck, dude.
Have you seen the
Nightmare
sequel?
fuel. Before we talk about deep shit, put this up.
What is this?
Right, it's Return to Oz, right?
Oh,
And
it's so fucking weird.
just put Return to Oz, roller skate, right? This is
Who's roller
it was
skating?
a 1980s sequel, roller guys, right? This is Nightmare Fuel.
This
Top one. Wheelers, yeah.
Wheelers. Oh wait, no, yeah,
Hang on.
yeah, I've suppressed this. I know this.
What? Yeah, like, what is this?
That's terrifying. Holy shit! What the fuck? Reminds me of the Stone Men from JoJo.
Look at that, dude.
Oh no! 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 No!
That's... No, I don't like that.
Oh,
That's bad. I don't like that at all.
Yeah, this fucking...
beware the wheelers. No fucking shit. Why are you
This-
saving the chicken, you
this
stupid girl?
terrified
Just
me as a kid.
run.
Yeah.
Because it's a chicken. There's not many chickens left in this dystopian nightmare land.
Dystopian Oz.
They've all been run over by these fucking freaks on wheels.
Yo, this shit legit gonna terrify a child.
Yeah, but like this, compared to the first movie, this movie is like dark as fuck. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Why did she return to Oz?
I don't know. Apparently,
chicken.
Apparently,
Why
she
would you do
also
this?
became like 15 years younger.
What the fuck is this movie?
Actually, I think like is Return to Oz not a prequel, which is weird because it's called Return to Oz.
I know what you're getting at. I think it is a prequel. I think I read that.
Who the fuck makes a prequel to Wizard of Oz?
Prequel sequel?
Yeah, the pre-sequel.
The pre-sequel?
The only prequel is
The
Wicked.
pre-cum prequel?
Wicked is good. Wicked was pretty fucking decent. Okay, I get it.
Oh god,
Yeah,
That's fucking
They
weird.
just want the chicken. Anyways.
I mean, who doesn't?
yeah. So,
Just give us the chicken and you can live. She's like, nope.
Nope.
yeah.
It's my chicken.
I'm a KFC, this motherfucker. You ain't getting it. It's gonna be good.
So, 2 weeks ago today, well, on the Friday, so 15 days ago, I had a very heavy drinking session.
Nice.
As you do in this country, because like
You have
the
to.
minute you get off the plane, you're absorbed into that kind of culture, right? Which
It's Japan.
and I will be honest, and on the record, I have struggled in the past 4 years, right?
Mhm.
At points. Because
I've been there at some
one
points.
of one of our best friends who recently went home as well, like he had the same kind of problem.
Yeah.
I think everybody has. So I had this sesh and had one too many, and the day after, let me preface this, I've had anxiety for years, but I can kind of deal with like the onset of panic attacks really well. And my like method is kind of like a grounding technique where I look at my surroundings and like kind of etch it into my brain and just try and calm down and find a safe space. Sometimes you won't even know if I'm having a panic attack because I can kind of like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
From experiences where I've had panic attacks and people in a certain situation will just say, fucking calm down, you know, which is the worst thing you want to hear.
Right.
So like to not be ashamed, I kind of learned this method.
fuck?
He's
I'm
not having a mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Sir,
Stop.
Sir, stop being on fire. This is a restaurant.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly right.
Come
This is library. Stop being on fire.
Yeah, just, and so I learned how to deal with it. But like, it was like an alcohol-induced kind of like situation, because the day after, you know, when your body's just completely deprived of like nutrients and vitamins, you go for beer shits, right? And it just disappears. And like, I'm drinking so much water, and like, it hits, right? It's just this fucking wave of like, and I knew straight away. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know how to control this, right? And I was adamant that I was dying. It was a panic attack, but I was adamant that I was fucking dying. Like,
Holy
I was
shit.
like, I my front door open, and I was just like on the floor, just like my door was wedged between, my head was wedged between the door and like the thing, right? Because I just couldn't control my body, and I was like trying to breathe, and I was like, this is it. You know what I mean? And I don't usually use Facebook, and I've kind of like made it more kind of like private between the people that I know now, right? So I sent out like a kind of breakdown of the whole thing, and everyone reached out, and the whole thing that made this thing kind of better was like everybody suffers from something similar. It's bad to say that, but it is also kind of comforting to see that like the solidarity around you, right? For the record, it has been a tough year it's been a tough year for fucking everybody, right?
Yeah, dude.
I think I put a lid on like everything that had happened for like ages, and then something set me off during this drinking episode, because obviously alcohol's a downer. You put more fucking downers on top of it, and you know what I mean. And this day, like, I found out that like a friend of my mum passed away from COVID and stuff, right?
Oh, hey.
And I was like, you know, the crushing doom that you feel of like mortality and fucking, I hate to be like this, but like all of that piled on top of like
Everything
drink,
else, sort of spiraled it.
and you start getting the oh no's, and you're like, fuck. And it was
hate when that guy comes around.
easily
I hate the Onos, dude.
the most fucking terrifying experience. And like, I couldn't stop shaking for a week afterwards, so I knocked booze on the head. It's been 2 weeks. I'm trying to go a month, and probably longer than that. But it's so hard to break away from it in this place. And I have a feeling that contributes to like, you know, because everybody has to drink in this place, you know. Most people have to drink, right?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that is a major, major, major factor in like why everybody's mental health is so fucking shit.
I feel like it's more like Japan is, what do you call it? Like, people are doing these like crazy hours at work. People are doing like, there's no real like healthcare.
Right.
So people are like, oh, like my mental health is fucked. What do? I'll go drink with the boys. I'll go drink with the company. I'll go to a fucking girls bar and drink there with some people who listen to my problems. Because I think that's why like girls bars are weirdly established. Because
yeah, I've never really understood like the purpose of them, and that's because I've never felt like I've needed to utilize one.
Exactly. Yeah. Same for me. It's only recently, really recently, I was talking to a couple of friends who work in girls bars, and one was like, "Oh, but girls bars, they're older." But anyway, she was like,
Your snack.
Snack. Yeah. Snack. Yeah. Snack. She was like, "Oh yeah, a lot of guys just come in to like talk about their problems for like hours on end." And I'm like, it's basically therapy.
These ladies to be the ministers of loneliness?
Literally, it's basically therapy. Like, one of my friends was like, "Oh, guy comes in like every week, and we sit down and we drink for like 3 hours, and we talk about like his problems basically for a week." And I'm like, "So therapy?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Is he single?" She's like, "No, he's like a wife and kids."
Yeah.
I'm like, "How the fuck do you have a wife and kids?" And you're like, the only place I feel comfortable like dishing my problems out is at the snack, basically, with this woman.
The snack.
But I guess the snack is cheaper than a fucking actual therapist. So
Probably.
There's no judgment there though, too, right? Like if you come home to, you know, I don't know what your home situation is, right? But like maybe you feel more comfortable going to talk to some rando because there's not going to be that kind of
backlash.
There's no you don't have a relationship,
yeah,
right, with that person per se, where, you know, if you've been with your wife for like 10 years, right? And you're like, I've had a really bad day. Your wife's going to be like, don't be a bitch, right?
Yeah.
Like, you could have that kind of situation.
It's kind of like confession booth.
Yeah,
kind of
sort of.
style.
Yeah.
Just
It's like
plus alcohol.
Plus alcohol.
Yeah.
where you drink the communion wine on the outside of the thing.
Is this really the blood of Christ?
Why is
I
it,
feel better already.
why is it so fruity?
This guy must have been wasted every day.
He turned water into wine, to be fair. Like,
Yeah, but
Maybe that's why Jesus was so chill. He was just drunk all the time.
sick.
His blood is literally wine.
Literally wine. He's like, guys, come on. Love and peace. You know,
Yeah.
don't cheat on your wife and shit. You know,
But like-
let's get it done.
yeah, but like when things got a little shitty, one of my coworkers at the office,
Ooh.
she's lovely. She sent me in a direction to a website called, I'll spell it. It's telljp.com. Tell, the company's Tell. And it's a company that's dedicated to providing effective support and counseling services to Japan's international community. And it's increasing mental health
There's
needs.
a foreign-focused Japan.
Yeah.
thing in-
So,
Holy shit.
if you like me and many other people where COVID has kind of taken its toll and like you have lost somebody and like, again, with this year, our friends have left and like we've lived far from each other because I was all in the arse end of Kanagawa. Not next week though. I'll be your neighbor next week,
Get
which
in
has
here,
already made me feel better.
Get in here,
right?
boy.
And I'll be obviously working near
close to
you.
where
So
I am, yeah.
we're tight knit,
I see David like every week.
which is
so-
huge. And
we play games like every week. It's nothing. Really.
yeah, which is relieving. So like she pointed me to this website, and there's also a Lifeline if I can put it on there. If anybody feels shit, right,
Over it.
call this Lifeline if you're in Japan. It's 03-5774-0992, and it's free, anonymous, confidential telephone support every day.
Look at that.
I'll make sure to put it in the show notes.
Thanks,
It's
bro.
like
We
Yeah,
helpful as
and
fuck.
there's also like live chat on there and stuff, and you can volunteer, you can sponsor fundraise.
is it like a mental health thing or like a suicide hotline? Like what?
Yeah.
what is
It's
that?
somebody will just listen to you,
Oh, okay.
basically.
How
So
fucking
any
useful.
fucking problem you have, you're not on your own. So like,
So listen,
yeah,
if you can't pay your bills, don't call this line.
Yeah, I beg you.
This is not a Japan hot tips line.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If you have legitimate problems,
If you can't change a light bulb, go to Japan Life.
or go to
yeah, those idiots. will help you.
JCJ and see your response on there.
Yeah, exactly. If you have a dumb question you don't know how to answer, just put it on Reddit. It'll make everyone else feel
Everyone
better.
else will laugh.
Then after everyone dunks on you, call the hotline.
And by the way, don't fucking blame Japan for your problems. Like in certain cases, I know that it gets too much. but
yeah.
just call this hotline and just tell them how you fucking feel.
I'm about to drop
Because
a spicy...
you cannot, like, I got told you cannot fight the wave of like, you know, then you're fighting a culture war in your fucking head, right? At the end of the day, right? You've got to learn to just kind of adapt around certain things. So like we mentioned the old Gambare thing, right? And the old Shogunai thing. Every time I heard it in the past, it would just be such a fucking trigger if I was feeling shit. Like, I'm not wired like this. Where I'm fucking from, this is like... So then I'd blame the system, right? Which is kind of what we did at the start.
I love blaming the system.
Yeah, it's healthy sometimes.
It's bants, yeah.
But like when it comes to your own mental health, you've got to find a way to kind of coexist and adapt. Otherwise, you will get absolutely fucking submerged under this wave.
I'm about to meme this real hard because there's this whole thing of people coming to Japan to run from their problems. Like I'm pretty sure me and
Yes.
David
Oh
have
my
spoke about this
God.
before. Like no. Like there's like people coming to Japan because they're like, okay, do you know what? I cannot live in Japan. It's better living there. For example, David's like, fuck, so I'm living in Japan. I'm like, cool. I'm like,
But that's a problem I can escape.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's not a mental
you don't
health
bring your
issue.
shit. Yeah. I'm like,
The snow stays there.
snow stays in Japan. That's my thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like there are certain things you can run from. Like if someone's like, do you know what? Fuck tea. Like I don't want no more of this English tea bullshit. Fuck afternoon. Fuck Big Ben. I'm going to Japan. I'm like, alright, cool. I get that. Fuck England. I'm going to Japan. Cool, fair enough. But then a lot of people come to Japan are like, oh, I'm in this country and I feel a certain way. So going to Japan will solve my issues. Oh, people think I'm a loser because I love, I don't fucking know, lolly anime sailor fucking Jupiter is my favorite thing ever. And if I go to glorious Nippon,
Hang on, wait, that's very specific.
I don't fucking know. If I go to glorious Nippon,
Can you get it on a deck?
Everyone-
on deck.
everyone's gonna fucking love me and suck my dick 'cause I love their culture. And then they come to Japan, they realize that no one gives a fucking shit.
Yeah.
And it makes you feel worse. Like, I think advice I'd given to one of my friends before he came here was get your shit together before you come to Japan. Like
what you like.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
between the UK and England, for example, like the UK is pretty much like life on medium difficulty. You know, you're playing through World 1v1 medium difficulty, depending on
surprise Tory.
Literally, Brian, fucking. It's hard as shit. It ain't that fun, but it ain't the easiest. It ain't the easiest world, but it ain't the hardest. But you know,
do not pass go. Pay 20% VAT.
Literally, you speak the language. You know the system in place. You can navigate the society pretty easily. You come to Japan. The difficulty might be the same, but suddenly you've got
no Greg sausage rolls.
There's no Greg sausage rolls. You've got you don't speak the language.
There's overpriced terrace chocolate oranges.
All your buffs have disappeared. You've just got like curses. You're playing Neo 2 with a broken weapon. You can't do shit. Like that's like solve your problems first and then come out here. Yeah. It's way easier.
The first thing, I mean, it's natural. I've done it. The first thing to do is attack your environment. But like,
I never attack my environment.
No, I mean like,
I always adapt and overcome.
Yeah, that's what you've got to do.
David's like, I'm not gonna climb this mountain. I'm gonna fight this mountain.
That's what you've got to do. You've got to like use it to your advantage. You know what I mean? And like once you get like in the clear, it's easy. Like I'm 2 weeks into not drinking. I already feel tons better. And it's like took the train today to see you, and like to get here we had to like connect at a really fucking popular place where we used to drink, right? And it's like, and I felt alive for the first time in a while, because I love where I am, right? It's just where I'm in my head, juxtaposed with some of society's problems here. Sometimes it's not a good mix. It's like mixing fucking whiskey and like
beer,
or red wine and sake. Remember the first fucking week?
Don't do that.
When we were in the house,
don't do that.
I was jellified, man.
Don't do that. Don't mix red wine and sake. Holy shit.
So basically the crux of this is like I bottled things up for a while and then it just fucking hit me in the face. It was like kind of, and I had depression like before Japan once, and I had a counselor and she said to me, it was really important, like the human brain should be treated like a hard disk drive, right? You've got memory, you've got like a cache, right? How do you say cache?
A cache,
right?
I always clear my cache.
You've got like shitty cache. Embedded fucking files in there like you don't need, and then you got like your program files and stuff which makes your brain run and stuff like that.
LimeWire.
And then LimeWire. you got your occasional virus in there and stuff like that. But she said to me, and then you got like your photo album, your memory, and all that kind of stuff, right? And she said to me, what happens when the hard drive's full? It stops fucking working, right? It's, in some cases it just like completely spazzes out the system, right? So you need to make sure that you clear any unwanted shit. So you got to treat your brain that way, in a weird way, like every day, just like clean your fucking brain, because it's the same as like a computer drive.
It's actually really similar to what I was reading about, because I went on this whole mindfulness kick when I started 2021, because I was stressing out about like everyone pissing me off basically. So I was like, fuck it, let's get some good Zen again. And when you get that Zen, you start doing whole meditation, mindfulness stuff. Like some of the first things they teach you is actually that. Like they go like, hey, you're having problems overthinking. Why are you trying to overthink to stop yourself from overthinking? And I'm like, my God, he's onto something here. Like it makes perfect sense. And
you got your calculator out, like,
yeah,
he's right.
I'm like, oh my God, how did? It's like he knows me.
Is it that woman meme where that woman where it's like, it's just like,
how did he know? Yeah, one of the things is like you just gotta like chill, like don't think too much, like find time to relax and shit. Like, it's super important. Like, and if that is like playing games and chilling, then fuck it, make it playing games and chilling.
Jay, did you happen to listen? I think it was 2 episodes ago or 3 episodes ago. We talked about like Musashi's way to live.
Oh yeah, that was a good episode.
Yeah. I think like what you've said kind of hits on like I think the first point that we mentioned. In that thing was like kind of accept the way things are, like objectively, like not from your perspective. Like I think a lot of people do blame Japan for a lot of their problems, but realistically you just have to accept that is the fact, right? If there's a problem, it's it's like this is the way it is. Now what do I do about it? Rather than being like, oh, fucking Japan, like every single time Japan does this bullshit and I gotta deal with it, right? Like just it's the way it is, and then just deal with it.
Yeah. It's the only way, because like the minute you get swept up in all of that, you're essentially Richard Sensei or something.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't want to hate on Richard Sensei, but but like,
no, you should hate on
Yeah,
Richard Sensei
completely.
because Richard Sensei is shit.
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, I forgot where I was going. Another thing as well, a byproduct of what happened 2 weeks ago is I've had really fucking weird intermittent brain fog, where like my thought train will just like stop at like some fucking station in the Anakra, and I'm like, where was I going with that shit? You know what I mean? Like, I had a point then, but it's gone. So yeah,
Jay wakes up in the middle of the Narco, just like, how'd I get here?
How'd I get here?
Who are you people?
But I'll tell you what. Over the past year, I've had like two separate lives. I've had my work life and my personal life. Personal life's been great, apart from not seeing like you guys as often as I fucking want to. But like, a lot of different things happen. But my work life was really shitty this year, and that kind of added to like not seeing my family, not being able to like see them, losing people back home, and I lost a friend here as well too.
Same season, it sucks.
Mental health. I think you knew her actually. I won't say any names, but like she was my mate, and she passed away. I think it was like last September, and it was massive. I think I changed my own mindset of like, because she was here and then she wasn't here, and she didn't seem like she had any kind of like on the surface. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then when we dug deeper, we found out that there was a lot going off, and this is why speaking out's incredibly important, and like you are important and stuff. What I found out this past year as well is if you like get involved in something that you don't normally do, like before the alcohol kind of like shitty episode, I learned how to make cocktails. I went back to like my bartending roots and like can make 30 cocktails from memory because of you and because of Persona 5. I got an interest in coffee, and like I wanted to learn how to brew the perfect cup, and like
I'm turning everyone into an addict.
Yeah, and
I gave David my grinder. He's got beans in his house now.
Yeah. And like it's what did I buy for Christmas?
Coffee, dude.
What did I buy for your birthday?
Coffee.
Beans, man.
It's always, man.
It's all about the beans.
Always
And
beans.
I learned like I started to study like geopolitics, just anything to fucking take my mind off it. You know what I mean? And I do my music, but sometimes it's not enough. So you need to like have this backup where like if I get into this kind of like mental bubble where I can't handle it, what is my way out? And it's
So that's the thing. There's two sort of paths to this. There's gaining general hobbies, that things you like to do, and then there's trying to distract yourself from the problems you have every day, and they're completely different. So gaining hobbies is like, I'm going to learn how to make cocktails because I'm interested in something I want to do, but at the same time I'm also going to try to like do mindfulness, keep myself like positive. I'm going to try not to like dwell too much on my own mental health. I'm also going to try to like work it out and try to not, I would say fix, but manage it. But on the other side, there's, oh no, I feel myself having some kind of mental episode. I'm going to buy a new camera and take photos. It's like, sir?
You got to learn to love what you know what I mean? Like, it's the same with anything. Like, if something interests you and it doesn't quite, it's like throwing shit at a wall until it sticks. Some people, it's not the case. If you have a genuine interest in something, fucking go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
I mean? Like, it's going to be rough. It's going to be difficult.
And I think that's like pretty evident when you talk to a lot of Japanese people too, because we're talking about like the mental health in Japan.
Holy fuck.
The most interesting people who I meet in Japan are always the people who have an interesting hobby that they're like really into.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of people where you talk to them, you ask them like, what do you do for fun? And they just go,
Netflix.
I don't
Fun?
know. Yeah, and there's like, yeah, what's fun? Like I go home and sleep. And then I go to work.
Yep.
And it's like, okay, well you're just like, you're fucking boring. Like I don't want to talk to you.
I won't talk to you, yeah.
But like, and then I can understand why that guy wants to kill himself, because he has literally nothing to live for. He's just there to go to work.
It's very suppressive as well, because like we get onto like the subject of like people's personalities. Like, for example, I don't want to generalize this, but like our friends that like lived overseas, they're more likely to come up to us and go, "Oh, fucking, do you like this really interesting subgenre of music?"
Oh yeah.
And they would be the one to kind of initiate that conversation with you,
yeah.
right? And you sort of turn around and go, "How the fuck do you know that?" Well, I lived in the fucking States for 5 years. And
my friend,
dude, yeah, cool.
My friend plays racquetball, and and he does rock climbing. So he was like, "Hey, Jordan, do you know how to rock climb?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Do you want to go rock climbing?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Why? Wait, what? Why?
Yeah.
Why? He's like, "Oh, I just picked up rock climbing." I was like, "When?" He's like, "Last week." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Just I found a gym and I thought I would join. And I was like, "Hell yeah, dude."
I find out that like most of the teachers I've worked with, because of that kind of culture, trying to get anything like that out of them is like trying to get blood out of a stone.
Yo, it's hard.
Oh, yeah, it's hard.
Where,
fuck,
where
you know?
it's like
Yeah.
I like sushi, and I'm like, be more specific.
Be more
please.
specific, mate. Come on.
Like it will make you feel better if you just like tell me how much you fucking love sushi and like what a certain fucking type of sushi.
It took
Tell me, you know what I
me,
mean?
like,
Express.
It took me a year to find out. There's a guy I sat next to, and whenever we had nomikai, we'd sit next to. So we sat next to each other in the office, and then during the nomikai, we'd sit next to each other as well because I love that guy. It was fucking hilarious. But it took me a year of talking to this man to find out that he liked idols. It took me ages. It took a whole fucking year. Like we've been talking every day almost for a year.
Yeah,
every nomikai we're talking. I have you online. I get to school in the morning. There's warm coffee on my desk because he's poured me a cup because he's made one for himself. That's the bro shit we had. I couldn't get anything out of him. Oh, what are your hobbies? Oh, I like listening to music and stuff.
What kind of music?
Oh, I gotta go. I got class. Like that.
J-pop.
Oh, J-pop go. That's it. It was only we were drunk in karaoke, and I go, bro, we're in karaoke. I know you like music. What do you like? Sing me something. And he's like, I was like, do it. I'll sing something in Japanese if you do. He's like, oh, I'll do it. And he sang something from AKB48. And I was like, bro, you know the dancing as well? He knew the dance moves and everything. I was like, this guy is into J-pop. But it took him so long to get it out. And I asked him why eventually. I was like, why didn't you just like say it? And he's like, oh, it's just not Japanese culture.
A lot of people.
Which is the
hear
bullshit
it-
answer. It's just...
A lot of people here as well, especially in like this kind in like a working environment, are judged on their interests.
That's the thing.
That's
yeah,
true,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Massively judged
Massively,
on their interests.
yeah.
Like there's a guy that I know that loves baby metal, and like we all went to karaoke, and he's fucking like he's wearing the t-shirt, and he's like, yeah, but
Baby
like
Metal has a fucking concert this month.
I want to go!
I wanted to go.
Fuck.
There's no fucking tickets.
There's no tickets.
Yeah.
Pissing me
Did you
off.
see the Green Day poster in the
Nah,
Shibuya? Fucking Green Day apparently playing next month.
I can't.
don't
That's
give a fuck.
impossible.
I can't watch Green Day. That's
Those old farts. Get them
that's
the fuck
Billy
out of
Joel.
weird as fuck, dude. Holy
here.
shit.
Man.
One of my old elementary school teachers, her voice, she's like as tall as me. Her voice, she talks like this when she talks all the time. She's like, oh, today we have Jordan Sensei. Wow, Jordan Sensei. That's how she talks. Her hobby is motorcycles. She rides a fucking Harley Davidson.
Sick.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm walking to my house one day and I hear rum, 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 rum. No, she's got helmet on. Rum, rum, rum. Ah, Jordan Sensei, konnichiwa. And I'm like, I know.
Can you imagine
I'm
her
like,
road
where's this
rage?
bitch? She fucking helmet goes off and I'm like, oh my god, this woman has a fucking Harley. Fucking dude, cool
Can you
as
imagine
shit.
her road rage? Just like,
No. No, Jay, when she's
don't fuck.
Jay, when she's mad, it's scary.
Don't fuck.
Jay, when she's mad,
Beast.
it's scary. And no,
Yeah.
Jay, it's scary. Because she'll be like, Mina, shisuku ni shite. Hi, minasan. She's like really high, like, ah, mina, onegaishimasu. Oi, nani ga? I was like, naka, even I'm like, what the fuck was that? Who was that? What did she just summon, dude? Was that her stand? Like, it like came out of nowhere. This is my stand, deeper voice.
Dudes. Anyways,
Yeah, people
Yeah.
need. Japan has a long way to go with that kind of stuff. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you guys? I don't want to sound like this, but like, have you guys been okay recently?
Yeah.
Deep shit. Have you been okay?
I spiral.
Okay. Yeah,
How have you been?
There's some times where recently I think it's been like maybe like the past like I would say it's probably been about the past half year
Yeah.
where like I've just been depressed. Like honestly, like seriously. Like you look at my house, it's like pretty clean today, and that's only because Chiro helped me do it. Otherwise I would have probably just left it as a fucking mess. Because like I come home from work and was like, I don't want to fucking do anything.
Yeah.
Like at all.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to clean.
Yeah.
I want to have like a shower, which is like fucking bad. I'm just like, I don't want to do anything.
It's easy to get into that spiral. I've been
Yeah.
there, mate. Yeah, you just like
I had that.
yeah. My friends came over and were just like
But I
tidy
think-
up much, and it's like you don't fucking understand what I'm going through, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Yeah.
But I think like I think for like I mean I won't speak for you, but I think this podcast probably has helped both of us significantly with not going fucking insane.
It's helped me today coming in with you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
'Cause I
I-
haven't seen you guys.
I
in
know
fucking
that
ages as well.
Saturday I'm gonna go see David for a bit. I
Yeah.
know we're gonna hang out, and if I have
Talk some
time,
shit and
talk some shit. My mood is brightened, then I can like go home and like sleep and do things the next day and such. Like I know it's gonna be a good Saturday, pretty much. But spiraling, I think, my worst spiraling. So I didn't realize how badly I was spiraling until after I was out of the spiral. I think I tweeted something about it. My last 2 weeks in February Man, I was fucking Tokyo drifting in circles. I didn't realize until I was out of the spiral, and I was like, man, I was spiraling as fuck in February. Like, I think I drank every day in the last 2 weeks of February.
Yeah.
Like,
Every day. Holy
every
fuck.
day. Almost every day I was drinking in the last 2 weeks of February. Insane, dude. Like, I feel like a massive ass bag of like cans and shit.
Jesus.
Before
Dude,
that-
right? Insane. And I was like, how did I think I was taking the trash out. It was like March something. And I was taking the trash out. And I'm like, man, did I drink all this in February? And I was like, no, I didn't. I drank all this in the last 2 weeks of February. I was like, why was I spiraling so badly? And I was like thinking about things. And I was like, I know why. It's because like work is trash and everyone's getting on my nerves. And I'm like, fuck this shit.
Because you get into the kind of like, so the spiral of like, work was hard today, a beer will sort it.
Yeah,
or
I
like,
had that, yeah.
and I really fancy a drink tonight. I don't know why. Before you know it, you've been drinking for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was me.
and
The thing is, it's available, right?
Yeah,
So like
easily.
you're walking home and you just go, oh, I'll just stop in the convenience store and grab some
There's a
alcohol,
fucking vending
right?
machine on
Yeah,
the street.
you don't
You're
even
just
need-
like, yeah.
Yeah, it's simple.
You get it on the
the way home.
to your home.
It's
Yeah,
easy.
walking beer, shower beer. How
Shower
many
beer?
shower beers? I
I haven't had shower.
I haven't been on a shower beer. I'm not that deep in yet, but I'll get there eventually. I promise.
Shower beers are a
I think
a trip.
the problem is because I think when I spiral, I'm still very positive still. Like it's still me, nothing changes. So I don't realize I'm spiraling until the spiraling is done, and I'm like, why was I less like productive in the last 2 weeks? And I'm like, oh, that's why, because I wasn't doing
If
anything.
you can keep a grip on who you are and your character and like
Always,
your
yeah.
day-to-day, which is it's healthy, right?
Yeah, nothing.
Because the
changes
minute you
there.
start feeling like kind of disassociative and like kind of what's the word? There's another word for it, where you feel like you're outside of your body and your subconscious is like drifting, but your body's just kind of like doing day-to-day fucking
Are you
tasks.
astrally projecting?
Astral projecting.
Are you holding the sheep
Just like
talisman from Jackie
the
Chan
plot of
Adventures?
Insidious.
You
know what I
become
mean?
Doctor Strange.
Oh no, I'm Doctor Stranging. gotta get a grip.
I can't be asked to go to the combini, but my body will do it for me.
Oh no, I've accidentally,
I'll just stay in the room.
I've accidentally held the sheep talisman from Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yeah.
What a deep cut.
That is
All I
actually
remember
what it
of
is.
that fucking show was like, it used to be on Jetix.
Dude, that's
You remember Jetix?
Yes.
Right? Or Fox Kids as it was in
Yeah.
England before Jetix, right? And it was just like the do, and then he's cartoon Jackie Chan, and then it's the camera slaps him in the face,
In
and
his
it says live
real life Jackie Chan?
It's
Yeah.
and then it's great. Sorry.
Great show.
Did you collect the talismans in like the D'Agostini fucking
I have
like
one.
kit?
I have one in my house now.
Oh, God.
In Japan, I have the monkey talisman still in my house. My little brother has the dragon one. The
Talisman. Can you put on the theme tune, please?
No, don't put on the fucking theme song. We're an hour and bit in. Fuck off.
There's a reason for it, right?
I'm not diving into this Jackie Chan
I'm
adventure hole.
definitely gonna get copyright claimed if I
Yeah,
play that.
dude.
Do you,
We'll
have
get
you ever
smashed
played
for that.
Jackie Chan's Stuntmaster on the PlayStation?
No, but I played the Jackie Chan Adventures video game. I had it on
I
PlayStation
played
2.
the fighting game.
Dude, it's
The
fucking
fighting-
sick.
yeah, that was Stuntmaster.
No.
Oh,
there's,
the
Fist of Fury.
Oh, what a fucking,
Anyways,
what a
yeah,
deep cut.
yeah.
But
But
yeah,
this is the thing. The best thing for mental health as well is like call your fucking mates. I'm lucky to be sat here with you guys. You know what I mean? And just talk about fucking Jackie Chan adventures.
Bros are bros. We gotta.
I wonder though, because like I don't know, some people have friends who just like don't get it.
Yeah.
Who just like don't care.
Completely.
Yeah. This one,
So that could be a double-edged sword.
jump into the Discord if you're at home being all sad and shit. Jump into the Discord. There's a community building up there.
Let me know if you're astrally projecting, and I'll try and help.
Let
you.
me-
Just
let
like,
me-
boys, I'm astrally projecting right now. Fucking help.
Bros, I'm Jackie
That's
Chan
fine.
adventuring. I don't know how to get back to
Jackie
it.
Chan adventure.
Just let go of the talisman, bro. So you gotta do.
What are you in 2001?
What are you in fucking 2001? Get out of here,
I've
dude.
seen myself as a child. There was monkeys in front of the Statue
Yeah,
of Liberty. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know which talisman suits me.
Bro, I don't know what's happening. I'm fucking Japanesing. I think I'm a 40-year-old man named Tanaka Tanaka. So you've listened to too many episodes of the podcast. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Turn it
But-
off. Take a break. Go back to it.
But yeah, like,
what I gotta do.
just to reiterate, if you guys can put the information
Yeah, I'll
on the thing
definitely
on
put it
there.
there.
Anyone who's listening who feels like complete shit, you know, like there's this service and stuff, and they're
Which is
really,
good.
really cool.
Thanks for
and,
bringing it up,
like,
actually. Very
No,
helpful.
no, it's
Absolute
you know
legend.
what I
For
mean?
those of
Like,
you, the 40% of you who don't live in Japan, who live in America,
is that you? Wow.
yeah,
40%.
about 40% of the people who listen to this live in America. So I don't know what you're gonna do.
From-
You can call the hotline. It's online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
From
yeah.
those listening, I do know a lot
Tell
of people
JP.com.
who are in America who listen to the podcast do want to eventually come to live in
Okay,
Japan.
fair enough.
So when you do get here, if anything does happen, you do have that service available to you.
Yeah.
But also, the community of friends here, we got the podcast. We'll do some meetups eventually.
Yeah.
Merch drop coming. It's all going to be fun.
I also want to just like plug something if that's cool.
Jay, of course you can. Jay,
Um,
do you want to wrap it up then? Do some plugs?
Oh, are you good? I saw the hand on the mouse.
No, I'm just
Oh, right. Okay.
Jay, wrap it up.
We'll keep going.
Do some plugs. We normally got to an hour and a half, but yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned,
Go.
congratulations again, episode 69. I was with a friend. We were talking about doing a podcast, right? Because we were drunk in a bar. Well, not a bar, at a home bar. I can't kind of remember. It was my friend's kitchen. But
Jay, this is just leveling down. We were drunk in a bar. No, it wasn't a bar. It was a home. It was a home bar.
It wasn't
It was
a
a
bar.
kitchen. Wait, it was a
I'm
park.
trying to remember.
It was actually his kotatsu.
It was a Wait, I remember now. It was
it's a park bench.
It was the bathroom inside Shibuya Station. It wasn't my friend. It was a homeless man. That's what happened, and it wasn't a podcast. It was Give Me a Blowy.
It was my
I remember now.
Yeah, I definitely remember that bit. It was really sloppy. Anyway,
Had no teeth.
no teeth.
In Japan,
Sounds like a man
Hey.
eating noodle.
in Japan, it's called the ramen.
In England, that's called Henry the Hoover.
That's disgusting.
Anyways, enough of my sex life. So basically, it was at my friend's house. My friend, I can't fucking speak. Brain fog. Boop. Anyways,
Kotatsu.
Kotatsu. Yeah, we were getting cozy. No, I'm joking. It's Dan, right? It was his house.
Yeah.
And he has like an unlimited supply of fucking alcohol, right? And we got
Yeah.
drunk, and he turned around, and we were just watching some random shit. It was and then Mrs. Doubtfire came on.
Classic.
You know that classic movie,
Classic.
right? And basically, he'd only seen it once. How many times have you watched Mrs. Doubtfire? Be realistic. I've watched it fucking loads because it was a classic movie. to
Yeah,
watch
it's on
as a kid,
TV
right?
like all the time.
all
in
the
TV.
fucking
I've
time,
seen
right?
it like maybe twice.
Twice is more than him.
Yeah, I
right?
think I've seen like 3 or 4 times, maybe more.
I've seen it like 20 times. It was
It's-
one of our favorite
It was
movies,
always
right?
on TV. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go
So,
on.
and then there was an advert for Star Wars, and he turned around and went, I've only seen each movie once, and it's gone through me like water every fucking time, right? And, also, I was high when I watched it, right? Some shit, right?
Classic.
Or like, I was pissed drunk or something. And I was like, that's strange, because I've watched every Star Wars movie, with the exception of 9, which is fucking shit.
Which one's 9? Is that the newest one?
Somehow.
Is that the
he has
one? Is that?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
he's returned.
Fuck that.
I
movie.
remember watching
Secrets
that.
only the directors knew.
Wait, I remember watching that. Okay, I was watching the movie at home, and I told David like, "Hey, I'm watching like Star Wars Episode 9," and David was like,
Good
"Oh,
luck.
no, yeah." He was. I remember you said to me something
I
like,
said, that movie's shit.
"Yeah," you were like, "It's gonna get bad," and something in the first 30 minutes happened. I forgot what it was, and I was like,
That's 2 minutes.
"No, I forgot what it was," but I was like, "This is dumb," and then David was like, "No."
I'm like, no, it gets so much
It
worse.
gets worse. And I was like, David, I was like, it can't get worse. And it did. Holy fucking shit, that movie's bad.
Somehow the NHK man came back.
Yeah, literally.
Man, I would have preferred if the NHK guy came back, and that's saying something.
Well, the main bad guy of the saga was just the NHK guy.
It's like, oh no.
I created Snoke out of your
Out of all your TV tax dollars,
I want to
spent it all in my cloning technology.
I want to see the trailer. The trailer like pans over. You only see the back of the guy. Pew! NHK this.
He has returned somehow.
He has returned. All the clone troopers take the
After a
mask off.
lengthy court battle, just it's just new legislation.
It's just court documents. The entire run of text is court documents. The judge grounded.
Yeah.
Not guilty.
Yeah.
Bing bong. NHK this.
Yeah, but it's true. But anyway, like he'd only seen it once, and I've seen every movie with the exception of 9, like fucking hundreds of times because I love Star Wars, right?
Yeah.
Well, I used to. And he said, "Hey, you know what would be good if we did a podcast where it's like we choose movies that you've seen fucking hundreds of times, and I've seen once, right?"
That'll be fun.
And the example was people people back in the day viewed Mrs. Doubtfire as like a nice family movie, you know. But
Yeah.
Well, it's about divorce and like parents, separated, but it's actually quite a funny, quirky movie and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
But then Dan was there and he was just like, this movie is actually fucking terrifying. Why is Pierce Brosnan the bad guy? Think about it.
Terrifying. Yeah.
No, he's not, right? So like, Robin Williams' wife.
Oh yeah,
divorces him.
That's right. Yeah.
She gets with James Bond, right?
Yeah.
Who has a Merc.
Yes.
Right? And all Robin Williams does, he tries to kill him with pepper. Because he's got pepper allergy.
Yep.
Yeah.
He rips the fucking logo off his Merc. He throws fucking fruit at his head.
Do you know what it is?
Robin Williams is a fucking psychopath.
Yeah.
He is an actual psychopath.
Have you seen my best friend's wedding?
Alternative movie. Yeah.
Have you seen my best friend's wedding? Same thing. My best friend's wedding is about a woman. His best friend's this dude, and then suddenly the guy's like, I'm getting married, and she spends the entire movie trying to break them up. And I showed it to my friend for the first time, and she was like, "This woman is horrible," and I'm like, "Yes," but the movie knows she's horrible. That's why it's a better film. Yeah. But
that's the thing, right? Like in Miss Doubtfire, it's
podcast.
presented as like, oh no, but Robin Williams loves his kids.
Yeah,
It's like
he loves
so
them
much
kids.
that he almost murders a man
Yep.
while dressing
Slides
as
into
an
like his
old
ex-wife's
Irish
DMs
lady.
via paper and like
Yeah.
weird phone number and like
Hey girl, listen.
psychologically damages his fucking like wife to the point in the end that she's got no choice than to just give the fucking kids to him.
Yep.
Because it's like, what
Right.
is he going to do next?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
he's on TV. I can't escape him. He's a TV star now.
Yeah.
He's got
Fuck's
stock.
sake.
Like, he's got power.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like the courts are like, you know,
He has money and he's a white guy. Give him the kids.
Yeah, exactly.
You're dating fucking James Bond, you dickhead. It's life of danger.
Yeah, peak James Bond. This is 1993. This was before James Bond became James Bond. This is
Yeah.
1993.
You're dating James before he's even popular.
Before GoldenEye, ladies and gentlemen. Like,
Fucking
the best
GoldenEye.
Bond film.
Yeah,
ever,
I love
by the way.
GoldenEye, dude.
And the best tune.
Goldeneye's pretty good.
Yeah, GoldenEye's pretty
I
good.
watched some old.
But
James
yeah,
Bond.
but like the idea of the podcast was like alternative opinions on like popular movies, right? Where it's like
That'd be
everybody
fun.
loves it because it's like quirky, but actually it's fucking terrifying. Like Mary Poppins, for example.
She's a witch. Yeah, it's cool. It's a good
Yeah.
movie.
Or, I mean, what movies are you into?
This is
Go
the
on.
thing, where you're a film buff and Mike was the same way. You're pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've been constantly surrounded by people who love films to some level or another. Like our friend Mike's always like he's looking at the deep things behind the themes, and Jay's looking at the camera angles. Like he's like, man, look at that. They could have shot it in this way. David knows about the films and such and what they're about. I'm just there like, oh, there's explosions, great.
Michael Bay. Woo!
Woo! Literally, I'm like,
I mean, there's movies
I'm
like,
like, I didn't fall asleep. It was fantastic. Like that's,
Yeah.
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
I mean, there's movies like RoboCop or like
Good movie.
man
Man got shot in the dick. Good movie.
RoboCop or like
Shotgun
what
to
is
the dick.
what's the other one? Starship Troopers.
Good movie.
How like you watch those movies and like if you just watch those movies as movies, you're like, okay. But you look at like Starship Troopers,
Yeah.
and just like all the really weird shit in that movie, how like they're
It's an
all
anti-fascist movie.
yeah, they're all
Yeah.
literally Nazis.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
But like a lot of people just watch that movie and are like, oh, bugs and the guns.
But then
with-
people read it as a Nazi movie, but like the guy actually fucking hated the source material that he wanted to parody it.
Right.
Yes. Yes.
And
yes,
take aim
exactly.
at it.
Yeah.
But I mean, and
what
that's
he did.
that's the exact same thing with RoboCop, right?
Mm.
RoboCop
Yeah,
is a
it's the
parody
same
of like,
direction. It's the same
yeah,
director.
it's the same director.
Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, Paul
Good
Verhoeven.
man.
Yeah, it's pretty good. But like he all of his movies are like that. But like those movies on their face is like an action movie or whatever, and you can watch it and not have to think too hard about it.
Mm.
But it's when you like kind of drill down into those movies, you're like, oh, that's like weird.
Do you know what comes to mind? Fucking The Labyrinth. Fuck trying to fuck that 13-year-old kid for the whole movie. David Bowie is a creep in that film.
bulge as well.
His bulge as well. Man was hard for the whole film. That's
No,
concentration.
that's just David Bowie, dude.
That's true. That man's rock solid.
He is fondling crystal balls that entire
He is
movie.
that whole movie. He's trying
It's
to
very
fuck.
Freudian.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
ooh,
Yeah, come back.
dance magic,
Yeah,
dance.
yeah,
like,
dance
ho,
magic.
ho.
Well,
I call that's my penis's name. It's magic. That's what I called it. Because it vanishes
We've gone
without a
off on a
trace.
fucking tangent.
Every episode.
By the way, like I, as a film buff, what do you? I know this is a weird question, but like, what are 3 films that you fucking love? Because I need like shit to do because I'm gonna be off soon, like work. And,
Oh
like,
god, I'm not.
What? Hang on. Okay, you're gonna have to qualify this question.
Yeah.
What are your favorite films?
Favorite in what way? Because there's movies that I think are really really good, but I would never tell anyone to watch them.
Yes.
Watchability.
Watchability.
Ooh.
So for me, I have 3 that stand out. My favorite movie of all time it's very cliched. It's lost in translation. I think it's a
I've
very
I've never seen it.
gorgeous-
My dude.
I've
Let me
it.
just like sell it to you, right? I mean, you're doing this like modeling gig, right, for the thing.
It's not gonna.
It's
work
exactly
very
the
well.
same as that, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
basically, it is a classic tale of like two people find themselves in Japan, kind of alienated by the culture, and it's like the first impressions of the place, but it's shot in a way that it's very kind of intimate. It's shot on film, and the places that we've all fucking been to are in there, and it encapsulates it in a way that's very starry-eyed and nostalgic, right? And a lot of people that say when they watch this movie nothing happens, but it's like you've got to kind of just, it's a story about empathy, right? So you've got to read the people, right, in a very, very like different kind of way, because the dialogue just doesn't fucking tell you everything. It's not one of those movies. And how they shoot it, how the fucking visuals are and stuff, like the places that they're in are like side characters. And like when I remember watching that before I came, and like it really like made my experience a little better, right?
See, everyone, my teacher said that to me as well. She
Love
was
that
like,
movie.
watch Lost in Translation before you go to Japan. And I said, no, don't tell me what to do. I'm a
It's a
grown
good
ass man.
bro. It's a
See,
good. fucking
here's the
movie.
problem now, though. I think like if I watched Lost in Translation now,
Yeah.
I would approach it with such a cynical,
Same.
jaded
No, but
lens.
this
Same.
is the thing. It gets better now because it's. I watched it again recently, and it's like it's almost a critique on like how the West views certain aspects of this culture, right? So we were on about like attacking the culture.
Yeah, but I'm
It's
gonna
a
watch
very
it and go.
interesting.
I'm gonna
like-
watch it and be like, "Look at this fucking idiot! Doesn't know how to use chopsticks."
Yeah,
That's
What
gonna
a
be me,
fucking
yeah.
idiot.
It's more just like seeing it from like a different person's angle. It's
Mm.
like a very like. It's a very interesting like.
I hate other
movie.
people's angles.
No, but it's a very interesting movie.
I only
Say,
like-
okay.
two more movies are like Akira. I think is like
Classic,
a
yeah.
landmark in animation.
Yeah,
I loved
that's
it ever
really
since I was a
It's really
kid.
good, it's really good.
And
Makes no sense.
None.
Yeah,
Like, you know what's funny?
you got to read the manga.
I watch. Yeah. But no, you don't, because I watched Akira and I read the entire manga. It still doesn't make any fucking
The manga's
sense.
more convoluted, but
The manga-
I
the
like
manga's-
the manga better actually.
There's like, God, I don't remember if it's like that movie or that manga, but like it just like jumps around so much, but it like
There's so
doesn't
many
really
side
explain what the
characters.
fuck's going on. It's so weird.
Olympics.
Yeah,
A very-
2020 Olympics.
Third movie is a movie called Before Sunrise, which is again
Oh,
like
that
a movie
sounds
based on
familiar.
empathy, and it's about a guy that meets an American guy that meets a French lady on a train in Europe, and like
Yeah, this sounds familiar.
he
I've heard of this.
basically like just plucks up the courage to talk to her because they're looking at each other, and they walk around Vienna for a day, and it's like not. It's a love story, but not cliche love story, and it's such a beautiful.
Oh, it's a Linklater movie.
It's a Linklater movie. Yes.
Oh.
Boyhood, Wake in Life. This is a trilogy, by the way, so I recommend this.
There are movies that maybe come to mind, but not really. I think the Princess Diaries is one of mine that I.
That is a
fucking-
fucking awesome
It's a
movie.
good movie.
It's a classic film. I love it. When I was
It's a very quotable movie.
when I was a kid, I loved that movie, and I watched it when I was like, I think when I first were in Japan, I watched it again, and I was like, this movie fucking slaps. It's really
It's
good.
a very, very quotable film.
That
is.
one, oh man, I don't really have many favorite movies.
Mm.
Like, not really. Tom Popo is pretty good. The one about making ramen in Japan.
I thought you said Pompoko.
No,
That's
Tom
my
Popo.
favorite Ghibli movie.
Nah, fuck that shit.
I know
Tom
what you
Popo.
mean. Yeah.
Very good film. Very good film.
How about you, Dave?
But I don't really have favorite movies. It's
This
weird.
is hard because
Same.
I've watched a lot of movies, but like there's not any
Any
movie
that.
that immediately jumps to mind where I go like, yeah, like that's
Same,
my favorite
same.
movie. Like there's I'm a person who watches a movie once and then never watches it again.
Me too.
You should get on my podcast.
I watch
That's
all of
me.
them once and
That's
never watched them
me.
again. Be like, yeah, I saw it like 20 years ago when I was,
David, yes.
you know, 10.
You guys should just
My-
be regulars. on
My
this.
my whole thing is that if a movie is good enough for me to watch it a second time,
Yeah.
that's a good film. Like, I'm like, I like that film. I would watch it again. That's the highest compliment I have for a movie.
Yeah.
Because I'll watch a film once and I will never watch it again.
Yeah.
Like, because I've seen it.
Yeah, I don't need to see a movie yet.
I don't need to see it again.
You guys want to do like for our listeners as well? Like the whole reason we're doing this as well is because the whole reason I brought this up was because like if you're stuck for things to do, new movies, new music, new books, just immerse yourself. Should we do a music share right now? What are you on at the minute?
That I'm listening to?
Yeah,
Fuck me, dude. I don't know what I'm listening
you got me into Kill Bill the rapper. recently.
I like him a lot. It's
Yeah.
jazz rap.
Yeah, the
I-
album Ramona.
I will talk about like movies I do like though. Movies that I think you should see, like just for
movies, of course,
for the experience, right? So I'm very into B movies, like bad B movies. Like
Dude,
I
yes.
love shitty bad B movies.
What's that one?
Well, like Sharknado and shit.
Garbage Day.
No.
What's that one?
That's the one with the meme from Garbage Days from
Trolls one?
Silent Night, Holy Night. The one you're thinking of.
Silent Night, Holy Night.
Silent Night, Holy Night. So here's some movies I think you should watch because I think they're actually like really funny
Go on.
if you watch them. One is Troll 2. If
I've
you've
seen
never
Troll 2.
seen Troll 2,
Oh my god!
yeah, if you've never seen
What's the line?
They're eating her. Then they're gonna eat and
me.
then the fly lands on his
His
fucking
face.
head. Yes.
that movie is such an experience. It's so
Oh my
fucking
God.
weird. Like you have to watch Troll 2 once in your life.
Yeah.
I feel like that is a movie that I can
Mac
recommend.
and me as well.
Yeah, that's a movie I could recommend to anyone.
Well-
There's that movie. There's oh fuck, what is it? You should watch the last 10 minutes of the movie called Blood Debts.
You were telling me this, yeah.
Blood-
You told me
fuck
this.
is
I'll
Blood-
show you
Blood
the
Debts?
last 10 minutes of Blood Debts after the podcast.
Blood debt.
Dude, you're-
Debt
no,
is in like
Debt is
I-
like
I'm
I
not-
owe you money.
1985 film.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch the whole thing, so
An eye for
I
an
don't
eye,
want to say
tooth for a tooth.
It's gonna be
judge,
fucking sick.
jury, and the executioner.
Apparently, you're saying the whole film is like just
It's garbage. but
Garbage.
The last 10 minutes are just
What's that? Because
So
Troll
good.
2 was on like a bad acting compilation on YouTube,
Yeah.
right? And there's one guy where I don't know the film, but he reads a note and then he goes, "Oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god, oh man, oh god." He's like spinning. you know what I mean? I don't know the film.
it's a fucking meme, dude.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh,
good.
man, oh god.
there's okay, so there's that one, there's
Mortal
Blood
Kombat.
Debts, and another one that I think people should watch is fucking Samurai Cop.
That rings a bell.
If
weird.
you've never seen Samurai Cop,
Hold on
it is
a
one of the
fucking minute.
funniest fucking movies because it's just absolutely it's a terrible B movie. It's fucking terrible. But there's so many scenes in that movie. Like these are movies I recommend you watch with a group.
Oh shit! I accidentally put SodaStream into the search bar. Sorry.
but Samurai Cop is so fucking inept
Yes.
and so fucking bad.
What?
It just kills me.
I think Red Letter Media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've covered all these movies except
Yeah.
for Troll 2.
Except for
Troll
They've
2.
They've never talked
Samurai
about Troll
Cop
2.
ratings: IMDb 4.7 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes 47%. Amazon 4.8 out of 5.
Of course.
Yeah. Oh, dude,
It's fantastic.
It's so fucking funny. There's a joke in the fucking movie where it's the main guy, the titular samurai cop, and he's like doing like this whole like he's like a buddy cop thing with like this black dude, right? And they get to this fence, right? So samurai cop guy like jumps up on the fence and he climbs over, and the black guy kind of like there's like a space underneath the fence, and he slides underneath the fence or crawls underneath the fence, and the guy lands on the other side and he looks at him and he's like, "What the fuck? Like, how did you get here?" And he looks at him, he's like, "Why'd you go under the fence?" And the black guy just like with the straightest face just looks at him and goes, "'Cause I'm an undercover cop."
So good.
And it kills me every fucking time, and I don't know why. It's fucking hilarious. That movie's so funny.
My favorite quote is from Black Dynamite, where
was
he
good.
finds a criminal and he goes, "Donuts don't wear alligator shoes." It's my favorite fucking
Actually,
movie quote of all time.
have you seen any
Donuts
other
don't
ones,
wear
by
alligator
this-
shoes.
God, what is this fucking? Have you seen other Rudy Ray Moore movies?
No.
Fuck! Oh my god! This
Because I'm so
Donuts don't wear alligator shoes.
great.
I'll have to show you this clip after, but like
Yeah.
Rudy Ray Moore, he has like so many just movies like Black Dynamite is like it's like black exploitation.
Yeah, that
but
era.
it's made by black people, right? So
Yep,
it's
yep,
really
yep,
weird.
yep.
It's like a
It's like
black exploitation movie made
made by
by
black
It's
people.
like a critique on like that kind of cinema.
Yeah, it's like
style
a parody
because
of
the
black
parody, yeah.
exploitation,
because
yeah.
it was like the studios back then were all white as well that made these kind of fucking movies and shit. And
So there's a fucking movie. I can't remember the name of the movie, but it's a movie by Rudy Ray Moore where he is the son of the devil, And he
Wait.
goes around with a magic pimp cane.
Yes.
And it's so fucking funny. I'll see if I can remember what fucking movie it is. I'm gonna look at his filmography if I remember here.
Wait, I think I've seen this movie.
Because there's Dolomite is one.
Dolomite's good.
What the fuck movie was it called?
Vampire Assassin.
Vampire Assassin. It's not Vampire Assassin. Fuck, what movie is it?
Yeah, we can add it to Discord later.
Yeah, we'll add it to Discord.
We'll throw it to Discord if anyone wants
Petey
to.
Wheatstraw. That's
God,
what it is.
timing.
Petey Wheatstraw. So like, yeah, it's a movie. He's like born during a hurricane, and after that, he like becomes a 6-year-old boy in like 10 minutes because he's like the son of the devil.
Fuck yeah.
And yeah, it's just reading this. I'm gonna read the synopsis.
Go on.
While a young teenager, after being beaten up by a gang, Petey meets a mentor named Bantu who teaches him the philosophy of kung fu
Yes.
and self-respect.
Yes.
And basically, like, Petey bets the devil that, like, he can take more people's souls than him through his pimp cane.
What the fuck?
It's fucking weird. It's really funny, though.
I've not seen this. That's fucking
You should-
hilarious.
I'll see if there's... I bet you there's... Because it's an old movie, there's probably a full
There's
release
rip.
on YouTube.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, but
We'll watch
oh
it.
man, what a fucking trip, that movie.
Yeah.
Bands.
I'll check that out.
As far as music, Jay, I don't
know.
No, I don't know. I just listen to podcasts.
Yeah.
Straight
Straight.
What podcast do you recommend at the moment?
the Tokyo Fresh podcast.
Tokyo
No,
Fresh Podcast,
plug.
of course.
When's your merch dropping? Because I want all of those fucking hoodies, by the way.
End of
this month,
No.
maybe.
yeah.
How much?
We don't know yet.
We don't know.
We'll
We
get
have.
there.
We have
Yeah,
to set a price,
yeah,
but we
yeah.
don't know.
I really like the lemon one. You like the Hokkaido melon.
Yeah.
I really like the yuzu lemon.
I went on a gym trip. We'll get there. But
Yeah.
but merch is coming soon, guys. Don't worry about it. We've gone like almost 2 hours, so
That's fine.
I'm gonna
Reach
call
out
it.
if you.
If you need help. Reach out
Hey, I'm fine if Jay wants to talk about music.
You talk about music?
for a hot minute.
for a hot second.
I'm cool. Well, one thing I did do during lockdown was buy a record player and just that was an expensive hobby. But I now have
It's such an
Disc Union
expensive
membership, Disc Union membership, Tower Records. I get a free album every month. That's how many points I have.
Holy shit, Jay! What the
It's
fuck?
crazy. Yeah.
How much have you bought?
You'll see when you come over.
That's
to
true.
the new place. I'll be moving to Tokyo next week. So
You
come
doing
over.
You doing a party thing next week? Is that the?
I need time to just sit there and scratch my balls, to be honest.
That's
But,
true,
Like,
yeah.
That's
we
probably
still
the
have to
best.
kind of move some things, and like we ordered like a bar counter, so you know where the coffee and the drinks are going to be for you guys.
Yeah,
But that comes like towards the end of the month, so like it's not going to be really finished until the start of April. But like around that time, we'll start getting people over. So I'd love to have you.
Okay.
It would be amazing, and
absolute treat. Can't wait for it. We got a lot of housewarming. Another one of our friends is moving as well, so that'll be interesting.
Who else is moving?
What do you say?
Oh, where is he moving?
He's moving. He's moving to
Hey,
Osaka.
say sorry. I'm
He's
really
moving
bad.
to Saksa. That man made money.
That
How much
man-
fucking sesame that man's selling?
Yo, listen,
How much he's
Sesame
slinging?
People need sesame in
is
lockdown.
the biggest business out there. My man is out here making the biggest money.
Ryu say
Slinging
sorry.
sesame.
I'm really shit with messaging you, but like,
Ryu
let me
say-
just tell you
listen,
something.
I don't think
Ryu's
it's
dog is so fucking cute,
I know.
but it like I met little Chip when like he was a baby, and all he did was just like claw my fucking leg. So
Yeah.
like I have PTSD, but like
Dogs
that
suck.
dog's probably huge.
That's why I don't like dogs. Like cats, man. Come on, always, every day. Yeah.
Cats judge you though.
That's why I like them. That's why. I walking past a cat going.
More people judging me.
Cat's like this guy. He's like this other dude. Nah. That's what cats are. Cats are fucking A-star, dude. I love it.
Boys, I love you. Thank you.
Jay, it was a pleasure. We'll have you back on whenever. Next week we got
Next week we do have another guest next
we do indeed.
Who's
Yeah.
on next week?
Next week we have a keyframe animator
Yeah.
from Pokemon.
Indeed.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yep.
What?
Yeah.
He's done some other work as well.
Yeah. So I'm interested to ask him what other work he's done. But yeah, he's a
Dude,
a
I will be
keyframe
listening with
animator
interest.
on
Do you know his
Pokemon.
name?
We'll do it next week. Don't worry.
We'll
Yeah,
leave
yeah,
it next week.
yeah,
I don't
we'll leave it
want
next
to. I don't
week,
want
yeah.
to dox a man before he shows up on.
Don't dogs. Well, whoever you are, good luck.
Yeah.
And enjoy.
So it'll be an interesting week next week for
Yeah.
sure.
And yeah, wish I could meet the guy because I'd pretty much nerd out as well. Teach me about Pokemon cards in the break, by the way. Everybody,
Sure.
thanks for having me, and hope everybody's cool. And yeah,
See you next week.
Take it easy.
Love and leave you guys.
Love you all.
We're
See you
gonna
later.